right, y'all. Welcome to another week of It's a Man's World podcast. This is D. Hayes.
Krista was here.
Same OG.
And the King of Hearts.
All right. We back at it another week. We glad to be here.
And we got a very special day. We got a very special birthday in the house, don't we?
Happy
Is your birthday?
birthday.
My birthday is today.
Ain't mine.
Whose birthday?
And I know that
It's your birthday.
Whose birthday?
Look, today ain't my day.
No, it's my birthday.
Hey!
I appreciate y'all.
Big 5-0, baby.
Put your old ass.
Hey! Give it to us,
Let's
Stevie.
go, Cam. Cam was ready. That's what's up, Cam. Thank you, bro.
Bring the sombrero.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the restaurant. I don't care if it's Italian or anything. I like them to bring the sombrero.
Right. Chinese food. But do you have a sombrero?
Bro, where's that? Okay.
He need to have that shit on now.
Right.
Yeah, happy birthday to a real one, y'all.
No, thank
To a
you.
real
Thank
nigga.
you. I appreciate
You know what
that. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. So let's jump into shooting the shit, huh?
Yeah.
So we just were having a conversation earlier today. Well, actually, sometimes we talk about things that we think we want to talk about on the show, and we literally, like, one of the four of us will cut the conversation off so that the conversation doesn't happen, because what y'all hear is really the conversations that
Right,
we have.
and it's
you know?
hard.
Yeah, it is.
To cut it off.
Right.
We were like, shut the hell up. We must want to talk about it.
Right. Exactly. So that's kind of how we choose things. But anyway, today what we're talking about is, should parents make their kids move out when they turn 18?
Okay, and this is
And that's
coming
kind of
from-
like the norm, I guess, because, well, not norm, but some people think because you college age, like, you got to, either, you know what I mean?
Right, and this is coming from some of y'all may have seen. There's a young lady on social media that's just talking about when she turned 18. Like, her mom was rushing her to get out of her house, but her dad, I guess they were separated, but her dad invited her to stay and was like, just get your, she was going to school, but like, get your life figured out. You know what I mean? Like, no need to get out here and try to get in debt or mess up your credit or whatever. And he told her to essentially stay till she was married. He's like, you don't have to leave till you have a husband to take you away from here,
Right.
and then you can make that transition. Now that part was a little extreme. That's why I left it at this.
Right.
But I think that most of us, like, the American way is kind of when you're 18. I think I want to move out when I was probably 15.
Right.
I love y'all,
Wanted
mama.
to.
We had
Right,
rough
right.
middle school, high school time. Okay,
Right.
It was me. But I think there's a tradition for us to want to move out, for us to want to get that urge to move out when you're 18.
Right.
And my question is it wrong to stay? Like you said, her dad wanted her to
Right.
stay till she got married. Because to be honest, you set up real nice. If you stay until you get married, you graduate college, you still there, you got a career, and you staying with your parents, regardless if they making you pay, rent or not. You're not paying that much if you were on your own.
Right.
So you're
and
not
her
in really
setup was
debt.
like that. Her dad was trying to
Yeah.
make sure she wasn't having to pay for housing,
Right.
pay for food. All of her money was going through him, helping her with tuition, because he was like, "You're only 18. You know what I mean? You don't need to be working or trying to do that." And it was. I mean,
to me,
goes.
it sets you up for success. I mean, I even seen a post of a lady. I think she was like in her late 30s, and she was saying how she lived with her parents, and still to this day she lived with her parents, and her kids live with her parents, and they got a big old house, like to the point where they probably don't even see each other because the house is so big. They all pitching in.
Right.
And stuff like that, and she has the car she wants to drive and all this stuff, and she said she didn't plan on moving out till she met somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that
To
setup
take
sounds
over.
great, but
Yeah.
it's still like all those details you need. I think that generally it has a negative connotation.
Right.
That you live with your mom and them.
Right.
Okay,
Right,
that's what I mean. You just gotta say it
eventually,
like that. Yeah.
Some people gonna see it like you live with your mama and them.
Right.
And like, you gotta have a reason to live
But
with
the-
them.
Right, I was gonna say, because
Even if
sometimes
it's
shit
just
just
your
happen, you know what I
Right.
mean? You gotta like go back to home base for a minute, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean,
And
to
even
be,
then,
that
people
can
feel
be,
like-
and that can be way older than 18, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's
that
true.
can be whenever. Sometimes, like
Yeah.
if your parents are there, and that's really like the thing, you don't want to abuse it. But if your parents tell you, and some people like we were talking about, they don't let their kids stay there that long. But if your parents are like, I got you,
Yeah.
and then like I didn't hit rock bottom, I got to figure this shit out, and that's
Right.
available. There's people, you know what I mean?
And-
But,
I don't look. I mean, I'm just saying. That's why I brought up what I brought up. I don't look down on people kind of who fell down on hard times
Right.
and moved with
Right,
their
right.
parents, or the people who chose to just stay. Because the people who chose to just stay, as long as they pitching in and helping out and stuff
Right,
like
right,
that,
right, right.
they not a bum. It's
Right.
a
Oh,
difference.
no, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
being a
if you-
bum is the issue.
Yeah,
You're right about
if you
that.
being
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bum
yeah,
and you
yeah,
living
yeah.
with your parents, like if you being a bum and you living with your parents, like you
Mm-hmm.
not working, you not doing
Right.
anything,
Not contributing
then,
no
yeah,
bills.
nothing. Like
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
doing,
yeah.
you're not
Or at
paying
least
for your
contributing
stuff.
to the household.
Right,
Like in this
right.
case, her
Yeah.
parents didn't
Or
want her
to
to work,
yourself.
but
Right.
you can at least help
like
keep the
that.
house
Like
clean.
Rock
Help
said, if you ain't
function.
working, then the house should be clean every day. If you can cook, you
Shit,
should be
if I go
doing
back in
that.
with my mom and them right now, I'm talking about y'all be able to eat off these damn floors. Can I please come back? I'm serious, because I mean, like, just even thinking, like, being, like, I tell my little nieces and nephews all the time, like, I mean, that people joke about it, but it is a trap growing up. It ain't nothing but bills out here, y'all.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
hopefully
You
none
be
of these
so
babies
quick to
listen
wanna
to
grow
it.
up until you get a bill.
But
Right.
it is, and even
Some
with
hoes don't
them,
stop. That's really what it is.
even being on the other side, like looking at somebody who's 18 now, I'm like, that nigga's a kid. I don't need him
Right.
responsible for nothing I got going on. That
Right.
needs to be guaranteed. And so, really, college is that bridge. I'm just saying college. Like, maybe you go out and get a job, but what we did, college, is a bridge. Like, I can't imagine being 18 and just being like, boom, hitting the ground running. I've got to go to work every day. I got to take care of
Right.
bills. I got to
Yeah.
manage my own house. Like, that 18 to 21 time really was a buffer for you to. I mean, at 21, you still went all the way ready. You were still
Right.
out there faking it. You just knew that was the next step. That you had time to gather yourself.
For most of us at 18, to what Chris was saying, like at 18, you wasn't having no type of job where, like, if you could pay your rent, that was probably all you could pay. So you still didn't have, like, no money to just do other shit. Like, now what I'm
Lights
finna
ain't
eat.
on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I pay my rent. I could make that like, at that time, you know, back in the day when I was that age, I could pay that, you know, $600 to $700 rent, and I'd be straight. But
and
I
to
ain't
be
gonna have
honest,
nothing else.
To be honest,
Not at 18.
you really didn't pay that. You paid your rent through loans.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm
I
saying?
paid- yeah, 'cause I
you
stayed in
paid your
college
life.
when I was
You
in-
paid
yeah,
your
yeah.
life like food and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you paid with your
Right,
job.
right.
So you really couldn't even afford to bills your
live
rent.
somewhere.
Yeah, to live somewhere. So
Yeah.
when you really think about it, I mean, I would say, me being if I was a parent, I wouldn't rush them off.
At
They
some
just
point-
gotta have an idea of what they want to do. Like you can't just be sitting and being stagnant. You gotta have a plan. If you got a plan, then you could stay with me for however long. But you gotta have something going. You can't just be, like I said, a bum.
At some
Sit on
point,
the
didn't
couch.
we all live? I know, all of us lived in some point at campus apartments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so seeing that
And in
also was,
dorms?
yeah,
Yeah,
and in
in
dorms,
dorms.
yeah, and in
Yeah,
dorms,
in
like,
dorms.
yeah, both. So I think like even with dorms and with dorms, it was kind of just like this is what you owe for the semester, you know what I mean?
Right.
But with the
But you
apartments,
still didn't pay.
right?
Well, I didn't.
No,
My
yeah,
loans
not
paid.
at the part, right? But I'm saying like for most part, when especially when we were all in school, or even like the small gap that's between, the college apartments were like flat rate, so you just paid for like
Right.
your apartment and your
Right.
that shit came together. The
Right.
Wi-Fi was free, you wasn't paying for
Right.
that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And it wasn't
You had
so-
Your
basic cable,
electricity,
you, right? You know what I
everything,
mean?
Fully
water,
furnished.
like
Fully
everything,
furnished, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was like a
even then-
pre. It was like a pre.
It was training wheels to
Yeah.
really
Training
what
wheels,
it's like to
absolutely,
get to be by
absolutely.
yourself.
To have
Yeah,
bills.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Training-
right, to have
training
bills. It was
wheels.
training wheels, and
Because
that's
after
really
you
what's so.
graduated and got that first part, you be like, oh, this rent looking nice.
Right.
You walk that empty ass,
Right.
hot asshole. You like,
Ain't no furniture in this
When-
bitch.
and air ain't on
You
yet.
start
Okay,
getting
ain't
that-
no
when you start getting that
Wi-Fi.
electricity bill in the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Or when you found
Like,
out that was an
God damn.
application fee.
Right,
Nigga,
right.
the
all
admin,
these
You mean to
Separate.
tell me to give you this sheet of paper?
Yeah.
the
I
deposit.
gotta pay. I got
Like-
That first month is real depressing because, you know, at first you get in there, you feeling real good about yourself. Like, I done did this shit. I done got my first apartment.
Right.
I mean, the first time that electricity bill hit, you realize this is not factored in to
Right.
what you
No,
already
nigga,
paying.
when I
Or your
first-
cable.
when I
that
first
shit
got
is
cable,
coming. The
I was like,
Wi-Fi.
bro, why is this shit damn near
Yeah.
$200,
Yeah.
bro? Like,
Yeah.
what the
So
fuck?
that was the extra money that you had to pay immediately if you moved
Immediate.
straight
Hey,
from
and then-
college to living
yeah.
by yourself.
And
You
even
start
when I was-
noticing why your parents told you to
Turn the
cut
lights
the lights
off.
off.
Right, right.
Yeah.
The damn water off. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's $5, 5 cents worth of water.
Why you need the water running while you're brushing your teeth?
And
Right.
even when
Right.
I was 18 and wanted to get out of the house, it was still coming from the comfort my parents were setting up for me. Like, I
Right.
didn't have no words at home, so I just assumed all that shit carries out into the real world. Like, if them niggas would have dumped me on the street and been like, all right, nigga, gone in.
Good luck.
Right.
Like, nigga would have been ass all the way out. Cheek spread, nigga.
Right.
Why we out here? Mama! Okay. Like I said, I never should have left. Okay?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, to be honest, I'm all with the like staying in until you get, find somebody.
Ain't
or
nothing
meet
wrong
somebody.
with it.
I don't think nothing wrong with it. Like,
I mean, now that we done duked it out.
and you helping your parents out too.
Right.
If
No,
you're not a
absolutely.
bum, you helping your parents out. Like, if they got a house mortgage, you helping them pay it. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Regardless if you only putting $200 because you ain't got a career job or anything.
And even with
that
the,
little bit of helps.
And I mean, and it's my recommendation now. Like, I mean, I know we have 18, 19, 20-year-olds that listen to the show. You allowed to, but I mean, I still say that, like, it's not like you can't rush growing, but you don't have to rush that stuff.
It don't.
If you have that there, even with the, like, skipping town all the way, you know what I mean? Like, we live in an area that has a lot of colleges, like, I'll just say, like, I mean, like, Dallas and Denton is far enough away from your mama. Trust me. You
Right.
ain't got to even go
Right.
you ain't got to go to 5-6 states just because you're trying to get away. Like, you're going to see
Right.
how much less you see your family just by being even 30 minutes away
Yeah, my
from
mama
them.
finna make that hour drive. Just,
Yeah,
you know,
no,
not popping
no,
up, you know what
not
I mean?
popping
Some
up.
shit
That's
that
gonna
we
be
didn't
months
decide
planned.
on. Right.
Right.
I'm be up there in a
And
couple
still
months
might
now.
get canceled.
Right.
Okay.
I got family
don't
that still
feel
ain't
like it.
seen my house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they ain't taking their ass out to the country.
Listen,
Right.
that shit far.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to move over into shooting the shit with our listeners. If you would like us to read your letter on the show, please email IAMW Podcast at gmail.com. And we're going to start off with our first letter today, which I think her name is, it's either Corinne or Corinne. But, yeah.
Ring.
Right. Okay, so it says the subject line is social media. So she said, what are y'all's thoughts on serial social media users? I have a homegirl that documents everything that happens. I could be in the middle of a real ass situation. This bitch is taping everything. It really annoys me because I don't move like that. What are y'all's thoughts on people who stay on social media for everything? Thank you. I love y'all show, Kareem.
Bro,
So it's just a lighthearted question.
when
you
I
know,
was in
but-
college, every time we would go out, it's always one person that want to stick their damn phone in your face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
get that damn camera out of my face.
You know what an
Like,
example of it
please.
is? Remember when this was one of our, I think on season 1, but remember when that shit happened at UNT, like where the floor fell through at the apartment,
Yeah.
but it just so happened to all be on
Somebody
camera,
did it.
like
Yeah.
somebody was recording
Somebody
that
was
shit.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you
like-
need it.
Right, but
Like, how do you in that situation where like basically death could
Right.
come to you? How do you still have your phone out?
that's even like people that was like, and and this is not
Like
to make light
serial
anyway, but
users.
even when they were like doing all that shooting in El Paso and in
Yeah, people be just
but people
recording
had
videos and
people had
shit,
their
like,
phones out at the same time that they like literally like fleeing, and it's just like you just wonder what makes people think.
Bro, I'm
to
not
do that,
thinking
you know what I mean?
I'm not on social media like that. Like, I get on there
I don't
and
think
look,
any of us really
but I
overuse
don't
social
be
media
just
like
like posting or whatever. I don't mind people sharing
Half our
whatever
damn
they want to.
problem.
Hey,
Right.
But I think it's like, don't include me in what you got to share. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Share your life.
Right,
Don't put
right.
me involved in
and
it.
I got
Yeah.
it bad. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a phone slapper. If you stick your shit in my face, I'm slapping that shit out your hand.
Okay, so
He ain't
before-
ready for the fame.
if you walk up the
I ain't ready
if
for
you walk the
fame.
on the street, make sure you have you one of them. What's
Right.
them pack the gopher pack? The
Otterbox.
Autobox, yeah, get you one. I said gopher pack.
I had,
What
Get
are
the
them
Auto-
beavers?
But the Autobox though, yeah, because your shit will
Beaver
be on
pack.
crack. Yeah.
like my little
And he
cousin,
not paying for it.
I'm
No, he's
not.
not.
I'm not. My little cousin
about that.
caught himself. We was at IHOP, and he caught himself like I was talking to him, and he caught himself like recording me. I guess he thought it was funny what I was saying to him. So I noticed he was like this, like in like smiling and stuff like that. And
That's
I slapped
annoying.
that shit out of his hand, and then went into the other people's booth. I said,
Okay,
"Go-
all right, now you did too
Go
much,
get the
nigga. You
shit.
didn't have
I
to.
slapped that hoe hard.
Right.
He did not.
There
that
wasn't no
nigga-
light
And
slap. Yeah.
right, you always miss the part where you can end the story. Which is how I slapped out his hand and after that the biscuits came. Like, no, you gotta talk about how you ruined somebody else's damn night and them fell in their soup, they damn house salad.
Imagine how crazy somebody think you are when they walk up to the table, they see that shit, and then you come and they tell me some, oh, man, have another shot of gravy, please. But
what I'm saying-
this motherfucker
Right away.
is crazy.
The generation,
The range is so.
generation is coming up now. Generation like my cousin, the generation coming up now. They always want to record stuff.
Right.
I mean, he recorded me. He showed me a picture of his homeboy, and they was like taking, I guess, like one of them cool pictures, like taking. And his homeboy had his middle finger up. I said, I uppercut him. He think he hard. I didn't know he recorded me
See,
that.
that's why you
he
got to
recorded
calm
me
your
saying
ass
that,
down.
and he sent it to his friend. And now his friend's scared to come over to the house.
Yeah, he need to be scared to come over to the house. A, he's scared to come to the house. And what you need to do is subpoena your damn cousin.
Right.
Get a little mock trial set
You
up.
need to clear that, right.
All these- right.
So listen,
Did you have
this
permission
what
to
these-
record me?
You
Okay,
go
That's what
right.
these kids don't know. They all out here dry snitching
Yeah,
on each other.
they
Y'all
are.
better put y'all fucking phones
Yeah,
up.
they
you
tell
gonna
you.
mess around, lose your temper at work one day, and they just gonna be looking for some proof to stick on you, and then they gonna some of that video gonna surface out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I was
But
like,
they
oh,
worse on
he really
themselves.
is upset.
Right, they're really upset. But they incriminating themselves way more. They just
Yeah.
feel- and I'm definitely the least social media probably out of my circle. Like I mean, like if you want to see me, if you want to see what I'm doing on the weekend, you can go follow any one of my close circle friends,
Right.
okay? Because them niggas got everything going up. I ain't got to post in months. But it's just, I mean, I think when it's just like if the influence starts coming in, and I'm not talking about like in the way that they're using it, as in just like you just on it so much that you are clearly being bothered or disturbed by it or feeling like you're supposed to be making major changes or you're starting to
that's
get
too much.
delusional about things in your life. It's, I mean, you know what I mean? But I mean, just posting pictures, liking to go, liking to show, I guess, shot by shot of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you got, to
I
me,
guess
if
you
you
can do
got
it if you-
like 20 posts in one day, It's like that's
a
little,
lot.
Yeah,
but who
that's
gonna
a
be
little
watching
excessive.
all that? Like I feel like
Somebody
you could
watching
post.
it.
Somebody
You
watching
could post 100 posts a day. I'm not watching
Hey,
that
after
shit.
You know what?
After
People-
I done seen that show, y'all was talking about you. Oh, somebody watching it.
Have you ever been sitting on like on Snap, for example, and somebody be having like a whole bunch of snaps, and like at first it's like, hey, you ought to look lit, but then like you like 36 snaps in, you like,
After like
ain't
five,
nothing
I'm
really
just
happening
skipping
right
it.
now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
how lit can it
After
be?
like 5 things post back to back, I'm just skipping the whole
That's
thing.
just a live
bro.
stream
Like,
at that point. Just go on IG Live or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But-
unnecessary for me to watch that.
Yeah.
Somebody else may be interested, but not me.
But
Yo.
at this point with the kids, like you said, they're just making everything so easy on them. Like you used to have to dig or even just.
And got the nerve to call somebody
yeah.
a snitch.
But even like the character, like by the time they get older, you're not even gonna have to have the reference number no more. Like y'all making it so easy on them. They don't have to call nobody to ask how you really are. Cause let me tell you, that nigga been lying for years since the 80s.
Right.
Right.
Baby, you call
Since
him
the
my you
80s.
right, you call him my pastor. You call him my sister who married. Okay,
Right.
nigga. The last names has changed, but all these people think highly of me. That's my old manager.
Right.
All these people think highly of me.
Okay.
So it's just not good, but yeah, they gonna be able to run through that Snap archive.
No, that's a good.
See what your
really are.
yams hanging out.
Like
But
that,
you know, maybe you
that's
can
the
try-
new way to-
Dripping in rose.
Maybe you can try this too. Sometimes, like me, like my second job, I got about 50 of them. But my
Right,
second,
we all-
my second job, we like if we go out to eat or we going to do something, and it's work, you know. But still, we'll just put our phones in the middle of the table and be like, whoever pick up the phone first got to buy all the appetizers. You know what I'm saying? Or buy
Yeah.
like
That's real.
the drinks. You know what
And
I
I
mean?
mean, I hate-
and so that just forces you because and it's a competition, but it forces you to just like interact with people and not be on social
But
media.
to
all
be
the time,
honest,
you know?
I feel like when I'm actually like having a good time,
You
I'm
don't
not
be on
thinking
your
about
phone.
let me
No,
grab my phone.
That's how I feel.
You know,
like,
I was just about to
I don't
say,
think
Chris
like,
don't
about
care
it.
about her phone at all.
No,
Krista
you know,
leave her
Chris-
phone
I'm like,
anywhere.
yeah, I
Like,
don't
Chris,
give a damn.
it ain't got
But
nothing to do with social media with
It's the
Krista.
phone
She
in
don't. It's the
general.
phone. She
I don't
don't
want
care about
nobody
a
to be. I just
phone.
feel like don't nobody get a hold of me that much. But you know what? Not even to make a savvy moment, but we don't be all on our phones when we're around each other.
No.
Like we
No.
meet a whole hour and a half to 2 hours. We'll plan together. We sit together. We'll have brunch together. But none of us, when we're all together, have an issue with being on our phone
Right,
at
yeah,
all.
that's
Even
true.
while we right here, people like check their phones. Like whoever. But y'all, ain't, I mean, I'm different. I don't care damn about my phone. Okay.
I just feel
I
like
get to it when I can get to it.
I
Who
feel
looks
like
at it
we
the most?
use.
Say it again.
Who looks at it the most?
I think it's between me and Hayes.
You don't think it's G?
Nah, G
I
don't really
feel
be
like-
on his phone like that.
I feel if we,
I don't see him on his
If
phone
we
like
like
that.
talking about something, I'm not gonna be on my phone while we having a conversation.
I guess
Maybe
it
you
could.
know
what I'm
during
saying?
planning because you're like swiping and
Like,
writing
yeah,
stuff down,
yeah,
too.
yeah,
when we
yeah,
come,
yeah.
when we come together to
let's
plan,
not do planning. Let's talk about like just when
Yeah,
we
just
talking.
regular time.
That's why I said I
Between
think
you
it's me and
two?
you.
It could.
Yeah.
I guess maybe.
But
I
it's
guess-
Because
still-
with you, it'll be from like gigs. You'll be looking at
Yeah.
your phone for something like that. For me, it'd be like clients.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or something
but I
like
still
that.
feel
I
like
see what you
I
mean.
feel like it's still too less. It's still too little. Like there's never been a time I looked up and be like, this nigga need to get off his phone. With
yeah,
either-
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I
we
don't think
ever-
that about
Yeah,
nobody.
Nobody,
in this
yeah,
room.
No,
nobody
yeah,
has
no,
said
it
that
ain't
to
like
each
that.
other. Like, bro, get off the phone. Like,
Yeah.
bro, we
Right.
talking.
Yeah.
Like, nothing like
So I mean, hey, I don't know, get better friends.
Okay. Yeah. Now just let her know that you
And
know that you
exactly
want to
bland.
you want to enjoy the moments a little bit more
Jamila.
without the phone.
I mean, you
got
got to be present in like.
Right.
I can't be present in what we doing if I'm like trying to get a good angle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because unlike
Like,
some people, I'm not doing it for the gram. Like I'm just trying to
Right,
kick it
I'm
with
just trying
my
to have
yeah.
fun.
You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
question about this. So we talking about people recording, okay? I met somebody who I was in a group of friends or whatever, and we were talking, and the girl was recording, but she was keeping it just in her phone for her to go
Right.
back and look at. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't like it.
Nah, I don't like it neither.
I mean, if like okay, when we all did karaoke,
Yeah.
I took a couple videos.
Okay, that's different.
But
That's an entertaining
yeah, it wasn't like I
event.
posted it. You know,
I
what
didn't
I'm saying?
post it. I just
But
took it and kept
sitting
it.
at a
so I just, like,
conversation,
Yeah.
sitting conversation like a conversation at dinner, that's a little weird.
That's
That's
weird.
weird,
That is
yeah.
a little weird. That's a little. That's weird.
Cause like, who you trying to
Her
incriminate?
reason, no,
even if
no. Her reasoning was instead of like posting it and putting it on social media, like her archives in her phone is her social media. So like it's just like you scrolling through social media,
What
but
was
it's
you
just
saying?
on your phone.
I understand that, but what was so important about the conversation?
Right.
No, it was just like a group of people having a conversation. We was just talking about whatever
Right.
came to mind. So she was just
And the way I think of it too, like, would it have been weird? Would it have been weird for anybody at the table if she would have been like, "Hey, y'all, I'm just gonna put my phone down and record this conversation we having at dinner."
That would be weird.
That
I
would be
mean,
weird
yeah, that'd be
AF.
weird as fuck. Like what?
That's
So
weird.
then that means
Do
it's
somebody
weird.
is somebody trying to find the
Yeah.
alibi right now?
Right, that means-
that's what I'm
right.
asking
That
y'all.
means it's weird.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm asking y'all.
I feel
People is that weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, it is. It's a thing, but it's not a common thing. We don't want to
Yeah.
just, I mean, we ain't trying to get it down nobody, but it ain't
Yeah,
a
but I
common
wouldn't
thing.
do that.
Yeah.
And if you did it like that and you asked somebody at the table, be like, nigga, no, I don't know what
Right.
me.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell I'm
what the
gonna
fuck
say.
this nigga doing?
I
Right.
just still trying to figure out y'all got me to record this shit.
Right.
Okay, all right, that's enough. We gonna move over to our next letter, but yeah, you gonna have to holler at her about that because
I mean,
the more we think about it, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's
know
not
it
that
like
it's
that.
bad, but it's just like
I don't know it
if
like
you
that.
just recording
but-
yourself, that's fine.
Right.
If
You
we
get a
sit
little
in a
background
room,
noise.
you don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get
Nah,
everybody
she
in
was.
the shot.
She honestly did what you said.
Yeah.
She just sat it down,
Yeah,
like
just
was
like,
recording the
let me see what
conversation.
it goes.
Nobody's face was on it, but
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so
Like
we
I
gonna.
said, my voice can't be hidden.
That's true. That's
Nigga
true.
don't know it's me.
Okay, we're gonna move over to our next letter, which is from Sheikah. And Sheikah, the title is just character flaw.
Oh, God.
Sheikah
Shut
said,
up.
have y'all all read this?
I did.
I did.
You did? Okay. Sheikah said, this really isn't a huge deal. I just wonder what you think about it. This guy I've been on a couple of dates with did something that rubbed me wrong. I was trying to be a little cute on our last date, so I put on my hoe heels.
Get him, girl.
She's
Put your
anyway.
freakum dress on.
Get it,
Oh,
girl.
Put your freakum dress
Get
on.
it, girl.
While we were walking from the car into the restaurant, I fell and
heels.
busted my ass.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I really bit the dirt.
Oh,
I broke a heel and my dress got all
she
dirty.
broke the heel.
Of
Ooh.
course, I was immediately embarrassed, but what made it worse was this man just cackled. I mean, he was leaned over and hollering, laughing. Another couple that were walking out saw what happened and rushed over to help me. This nigga is still laughing as they helped me up.
Come on.
I was giving him the
This set
side
of
eye the
chuckles
rest.
in.
I was giving him the side eye the rest of the night, and he never really apologized. Is this a character flaw, or am I taking myself too serious?
No,
Thanks,
listen, my
Sheikah.
rule really is for when somebody falls, you got to check and make
They-
sure
they're
they're
okay.
right.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
wait, for the
You
person
can
that
laugh.
but the person that failed, you always got to act like your leg broken, girl. Okay? I mean, you got to act like you just out for the count, baby. That leg is through. Because they don't
like,
need to be
I'm gonna
laughing
lose
at the
this.
guy.
Right, yeah.
He
So
ready
did
to
they
take this
finish the
off.
date though?
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah,
finish
she was
the
just looking
date?
at him
No,
crazy
she
the
didn't
whole
look at him
time.
crazy all night.
She finished the date with a broken heel and her dress was dirty.
Dirty, right.
Yeah.
I don't
Dress
know what she
smudged.
figured out. I don't know if she drove, or maybe she had another
Hey,
pair of shoes.
so my okay, so me.
Shut up.
she did.
She
Nah,
did.
if she had a whole heel, she probably had some
I'm gonna
flats
say
in the
this,
car.
Had some kidney
Yeah.
heels.
Yeah, she had some flats in the
He
car.
laughed, so that's fucked up. You could talk to him about that, but I wouldn't say that's a flaw. You
No,
can talk
because
to
I would laugh too.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
definitely
gonna
gonna
laugh.
laugh.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
laugh.
Nah,
But
I'ma
I
make
would've
sure
tried
she
to help
alright
her up,
first,
though.
though.
I
Yeah,
would've
I'ma
tried to
make
help
sure
her
she
up,
No,
but I
I'm gonna
would've been
check to see
laughing.
if you okay, and if you okay, then I'm gonna laugh.
See, I may laugh before I check if you're okay, but I'm gonna
Okay,
check if
G.
you're okay.
Gee.
Don't try
It
to make
depends on how bad the fall is.
And you not still laughing.
But you on a date though, like you shouldn't be leaned
That's
over.
why it's funny, because
can't
you know
get
the
your-
person.
You can't get your wits about it, and somebody else think you so ain't
What if
shit.
you
They
laugh
came
in
over
help
to
her?
help.
Right.
No, you gotta laugh, but you gotta go help her.
Yeah,
up.
what if
Well,
you laugh in help
know what
her?
I'm saying?
Like
So
you
you
like,
can be laughing at
Listen,
her.
if her heel broke and her dress was a little wrinkled, this wasn't no trip.
No, that was
like
a
she
hard
busted
fall.
her ass.
That was a hard fall.
So you shouldn't
That's
be
why
laughing.
it's
trying to
funny.
stay up for a while.
That's why it's
Right.
funny.
She
That's
was
why
really,
it's
she
funny.
cried. She would have cried in the car if y'all was leaving. Like she
Right.
hurt herself. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be over there just cackling while your date
Making
is.
light of the situation is good, but you got to be helping up
You
while
got
you just
to help her.
I mean,
That's-
somebody
that's
else
where he
can't make it
fucked
over
up.
to the scene.
Hey,
and
that's
your
where-
ass
that's
still
where
trying
he
to get
fucked
your
up.
ass together
Hey.
over here by the fountain and fell in and dropped
His
You
character.
know, that's not
That's where he fucked up. He
The
let
scene.
somebody else
Nah,
help
but
her up.
listen though, yeah,
That's where he fucked
definitely
up.
he fucked up. But his character ain't that bad because he
Yeah,
continued
the
the
nigga
date.
character's
Yeah.
bad.
No,
No,
he continued the date.
wait a minute. Nah, don't. That's not hard. Nah,
his
bro.
character's not
Nah.
bad. His
Him
character's not
finishing the
bad.
date. Nah,
He finished
nah.
the date, bro. He,
Nah, his character not bad
Why
for
would
that.
he not finish the date?
Right, like y'all with your clumsy ass. Okay.
You gotta go. You can't walk with me, you can't rock with
people
me.
don't
And let me tell you, that's what type of nigga heart is. Cause let me tell you, that day you tripping, fall on a date with this nigga,
Your ass got to
you
go.
better get on Uber Eats, nigga. Cause
Right.
you better
be there,
Uber your ass home.
Right.
I'm just saying, people done chose
And
not
Hart is
to.
gonna slow down and go 20. You gonna do a tuck and roll, nigga, until you get the car. Speed off in the
I'm just
distance.
saying, people done
Thank him for
don't
that,
went on
thank
a
him for
date
that
with-
sweet couple.
They gonna make it.
People,
Yeah,
people
you
don't
know, back
went-
Ed and Charles station wagon, like it's okay, baby.
I'm
Just
just
squash
saying,
him.
listen.
Just squash him, queen. You can do better than that, baby.
People, people done not finished the date for worse reasons.
Like
what?
That's an injury, nigga. You know.
I'm trying to damn save it. No. You done left the mama. You done left the mama-in-law at the restaurant. And now
No,
you done
that
left
was
this.
G.
Now you done left this
No,
heifer in the
no,
gutter.
I said he was wrong for
Nigga,
that.
G, no.
No, I said he was wrong for that.
Now you done left this heifer in the gutter.
I'm just saying,
So
he
if
finished the
somebody
day.
else
His
was walking
character ain't
by and
that
was like,
bad,
this
bro.
nigga ain't shit, and had to walk over there and help her up
Right.
as you
Yeah.
continue to laugh. He
Bro,
did
his
too much,
character
but
is not that bad.
I don't
So
think his- I
y'all
don't
telling
think his
y'all telling me
character is
she
bad.
shouldn't talk to him no more because
I
he
mean-
laughed.
I don't
and
think
he
that was
didn't
even the
help her
question.
up?
She was just wondering if she has the right to be upset about it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
she
saying?
got- I said talk to
but
him
she should
about
only
it.
be upset that he didn't help her up. I don't think she should be mad that he was laughing.
Yeah,
if that
'cause we
nigga
don't
would've
laugh.
failed- if he failed, she would have been
But
laughing.
you know,
laugh.
okay, let me tell you why though. Okay, so
Nah,
in her
bro.
mind,
Yeah, ain't no need to act like nothing
Just hear
happened.
me out,
It's
right?
like, oh my God,
In a woman's mind, she just said she was going out she was putting on something special like this. She was trying to be a certain way, right?
That all make it more funny, though.
Okay, but what I'm saying is she was trying to do a little something
Get you,
for you. You know what I'm
boy.
saying? And now she didn't fall, and so now her night she ain't really having as good a time as she was gonna have.
But he
so
is.
it's not funny
Me
to her
straight
at all.
up.
Is what I'm saying.
But he
I'm
having a
not
good
saying
night.
you can't laugh, but you can't like be bent over cackling.
All
Though,
right,
you know what I'm
all right,
saying?
but you
and not helping her up.
No, that's
one.
the bad part. And he
Scrape-
didn't help her up.
That's
That's
the-
what he
yeah,
really
Yeah,
fucked
the
up.
bad part is he didn't help her up, but him laughing is not that bad. My thing is,
I think laughing,
if it
but
was on the
cackling.
opposite, if it was on the opposite,
That's what she is.
Yeah.
He was leaned
Yeah.
over on the floor with her.
You could like, it'd be
but
one
yet
thing-
had not
it would-
reached out
it
to
would be-
see if she
it
was
would be
alive.
on the ground.
It would be one thing if you was like, you know what I'm saying? But
He
there
worked
wasn't
his
like
way
that.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
bro, we
He
don't know
worked
what
his way
type
down.
of
She
fall it
slammed
was.
her way down.
It was clearly bad.
Baby,
Hard.
Okay, it's
She
a cackling
fell
fall
instantly.
then.
Her
And he
heel
fell
broke and her
slow.
dress was messed
So it's a
up.
cackling fall. You can't tell him how to laugh.
Okay, let's just move on because I want everybody to respect my nigga. It's a good person over here, right? So we just gonna
I'm
move
just
on.
saying, listen.
Yeah, I know. All right, we gonna move over. We gonna move over. All right.
Hold
If
on,
you,
can I say something though?
Yeah.
So my thing is,
wait, let me hand you a shovel real quick. So you
Right.
keep going.
No, I ain't digging.
I ain't digging.
I'm done.
Fuck up Ken Foundation in his house. All right.
What? I ain't digging.
I'm done. I don't even want to say what I said.
sorry,
I don't
fam.
even want to say what I was gonna say.
Okay. All right, y'all.
Get
That
on
is
my
all
nerve.
for shooting the shit with our
Ooh, I'm
listeners.
thirsty.
To everybody else, if you, well,
That's what happens when you get a good laugh.
I ain't got nothing in here.
Look.
Straw.
no, wait, no. All right. If you'd like us to read your letter on the show, please email IAMW Podcast at gmail.com, and we'll be
Really
glad
not
to
good.
read your letter on the show. And now we're gonna move over into our next.
Hold on, did we do 2 letters?
Yeah.
Shit, that was a good one then.
It
Because I
was.
sure forgot about the first one.
You
All right.
remember we acted a fool on that?
All right. All right, cool. So we're gonna move over to our next segment, which is What's Poppin'. What's poppin'?
Hey.
Hey, what?
Hey.
G, it's your turn, man. Put some on the track, bruh.
Okay, I just feel
hold
like y'all
back.
just put me on the spot.
That could
Nah,
be a
I
rap
don't know.
style. Just
Everybody
regular
else-
talking.
Everybody else done got out there. G, you got to get out there, bro.
Gee, that could be a
Okay,
regular.
but-
What's poppin'?
Papa rock, pop, pop, papa rock,
What?
pop,
Here you go, G. Look, look. I done came down.
I done came down, yeah. Rip the ace time,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. You good.
And
That's
hold
all
over
we
here,
needed.
pop, pop,
Don't
pop.
hurt him, G. That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Come on, robot. Come on, robot. Come on, robot.
They just need to know my
I
nigga
tried
in
to throw
here.
a
He in
little
here.
rap game.
We good. All right.
Finally got
That
that
historian
nigga
in here.
Finally got
That's
that nigga in the booth.
That's how everybody from Houston start their freestyle. They
I
be
done
like,
came
I done
down.
came
I done
down.
came
And listen, that
down.
shit definitely trickled to
Let it
Dallas
come
too.
around.
We did that.
Let 'em
right.
about
Every
to
time.
climb.
It trickled down to Dallas.
From the H time.
I ain't mad at him.
Okay.
I'm mad.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about. So there was a list that came out this week, and it was
Look at this
the
ignorant ass list.
highest paid actresses of 2019. I'm just gonna read the list, and then we can just talk about what you think about
How many
this.
is
Okay.
it?
We just doing. It's just 10. All right.
We just
I'm
doing
gonna go from
10.
10 to 1. All right. We got Ellen Pompeo at 22 million. Charlize Theron, 23 million. Margot Robbie, 23.5 million.
Oh wow, Margo on up there.
Elizabeth Moss, 24 million. Kaylee Cuoco, 25 million. Jennifer Aniston, 28 million. Nicole Kidman, 34 million. Reese Witherspoon, 35. Sofia Vergara, 44.1. And number 1 is Scarlett Johansson with 56 mil.
So
Wow, Sophia
I only-
Vergara
I-
too.
I only
I
knew
only
4.
knew like the top, like Jennifer Aniston and up. I didn't
I
know
knew
none of them
4.
other
You
people.
know
knew-
Charlize Theron, huh?
I knew 4 out of the 10.
I don't recognize that name.
Okay.
I
No.
was surprised she was down so low though.
Yeah, I knew 4 out of the 10.
And nobody's black though, right?
That,
Nobody.
yeah, the only person, like,
Lupita.
Only person to come
Nah,
is
but
Sofia
I mean,
Vergara.
she just started, so she not
She
gonna
had
be
started,
up
but
there.
not even 10. Who's the 10th?
Ellen Pompeo.
I don't know who that is. Who's the top?
But
one?
they
Ellen,
only made
Scarlett
22
Johansson.
million. That's
No,
not
not
that
top.
much.
Who's
When
nine?
you say Ellen, you talking about
Charlize
Ellen, right?
Theron.
No,
And I thought
not
she
Ellen
was higher.
DeGeneres.
Yeah.
No.
I'm surprised that Melissa McCarthy not on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And what's her name?
but that's a whole nother bias.
Like Anne Hathaway or something. Like
Right.
somebody like that.
I'm
But
trying to
anyway,
think,
no,
what
yeah, but where, like, what the fuck are they paying Viola Davis?
Hold on,
What are they
is
paying
this-
Octavia Spencer?
honestly.
Is this for
Angela
this
Bassett.
year?
Angela, and she's been in so much lately.
But
What
you know
they-
what it is?
Hayes, is this
You know
for this year though?
Yeah, 2019.
That makes sense, bro. They not really. They got the show,
No,
but they not.
this
If they ain't did nothing.
Octavia
the
Spencer just
thing-
had Ma just came out and
Yeah,
it just went to digital.
But look, bro, all those people, they've been in. I'm pretty sure been in multiple movies this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Black people don't get those same
Well,
opportunities,
Viola
bro.
Davis, but see, the thing is, like, people like Viola Davis and Angela Bassett are getting more work. And even if you're just not talking, and this is just actors, so we're not mentioning no actors, but, and even like there are, Leslie, like, they are in stuff all the time, but what's being, and it's like a couple years ago when it came out about the TV, how much lower Tracy Ellis Ross was making than even
Yeah,
Anthony
but we
Anderson.
talk, if we talking about money,
But what I'm saying is, like, but these women are still, like, out here working hard, but they just not getting paid the same. Like,
that's what I'm
that's-
saying. If
but
we
they
talking
on
about money-
major, but they on major programs.
That's true, but at the same time, like, you gotta be in. I'm assuming you gotta be in at least 2 blockbuster movies to make $20 million. Like all the black actresses, they was
ain't
probably
really
in
been in
one,
no- yeah.
or they was in like supporting cast where they just
Right.
made like a little bit more than a cameo.
Okay, but
You know
even
what I'm
like
you can't just pay like Angela
no,
Bassett.
and it
though,
has
like,
to be, and it still has to be like Charlize Theron. She has a movie coming out this year
with Seth
with
Rogen?
with Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that too. But she ain't had no movies out here lately. So
That's
if
what I'm saying.
If
It's
that's
weird.
what the point is, if that's the point, like even Lupita with This Is Us. I mean not This Is Us. What's that movie called?
Us.
But that was-
But there's a whole.
If
with
I'm not
Us,
mistaken, Us
Black
was like 2 years
Panther,
ago.
But
No,
They
Us
talking
was
about
the
this
only
year.
one.
No,
It's
Us was
about
this
2
year.
years
but that's what I mean.
No,
Charlize
that's what-
Theron.
No, Us was 2019.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
Us was
thinking
this
Get
year.
Out. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get out. Yeah.
But either way, if it's cumulative though, Charlize Theron ain't put out no movies lately. So is it current? Is it okay? The list is fucked up, is what it is.
No, but
We
No,
what,
gotta
it's
what,
find-
what
definitely
is Reese
fucked
Witherspoon
up.
No,
been
the
in
list-
this year that's been
the
like
list-
such a
She's
big?
in that show Pretty Little Lies, but I don't think she's been in no movies.
I mean, the list is definitely fucked up. But
Nicole Kidman's
what
on
I'm
Pretty
saying,
Little
what
Lies.
I'm saying, if we base it off money, we already
Big
know.
Little
We
Lies
already
been-
know the white actresses are getting paid more than the black actresses. So the list makes sense because we already know what it's based off of. It's based off money. They're not getting the money that the white actresses are getting. So
And what
of
is
course,
weird-
ain't no black people gonna be on there.
But what is it? Because
But they
it's
said
not
though,
like
Sophia
but-
Vergara done got no movies out.
No,
She's
exactly.
a Modern Family that I know of.
Okay, so it
right?
has to
That's
be
just
behind
a-
this
that's a
show.
show.
It's a show.
It's a
It's behind
very big
shows
show,
too. It
but
ain't just
yeah.
movies. I'm sure it shows and it's everything you bringing in. I'm telling you, black actresses is not
And
bringing
on
them
top
to
of
white
that, on
actresses
top of
because
that,
they're not
if
getting
if you saying
offered that
if
much.
you saying that black actors and actresses in general, they don't get the
They don't
the
get as much money,
sponsors
period.
and shit that
Yeah.
other people
Right,
get
right,
outside
right.
of like doing movies.
But that's
like,
what
you
it
don't
is
see
too.
them doing like commercials
there's
and
still,
shit like that.
There's still enough distinctly black movies or distinctly white movies, if that's what you want to call it. The white people, the white girls aren't in the black movies.
Right.
The black girls ain't in the white movies. So there's somewhere still a financial gap that's going on here.
Well, it's
that
just like
not-
everything
not-
else.
But it's not because of talent though. Obviously.
No,
and then my
definitely not.
question is,
And then you have those in betweens
they-
like that are the fantasies or the superhero movies where everybody's in there. So
You
if
know,
that's
I'm
the case,
surprised Zoe
if that's the case,
Saldana not on that list.
yeah, but is Zoe not? Yeah, right. But that's what I mean. Like, is Zoe Saldana getting like her and Scarlett Johansson probably been in the game long? I mean, about the same amount of time. Why is Scarlett Johansson making more money than Zoe Saldana?
got a question.
Right.
Even Lupita in that movie, is Scarlett Johansson making more money than Zoe Saldana and Lupita? Is
Yes.
she
Yes.
in
Yes.
those Marvel
Yes.
movies?
yes.
Yes, and
Why?
Zoe
Why?
and
That-
Zoe
that's
and
what-
Zoe
that's what I'm
Saldana
saying.
definitely.
So this list,
she's
we
always
already
booked.
know
Like
what
she
it
always
is.
doing
Yeah,
something.
Zoe Saldana always.
She's been in Avatar. She's been in
We
all
shouldn't be
those. What's that?
surprised.
Guardians of the Galaxy. She's
Yeah.
been in all it. Like Zoe
And
Saldana
Scarlett
works.
Johansson has not, and she's
She's
one of my
been in
favorite.
Avengers, really.
Yeah, she's
She's
been
been in all
and
the
she
Avenger
is a
movies.
good actress.
Yeah,
she's
she's
been
a
in a
good
few movies,
actress.
but she has not been in as many big movies as Zoe
that's-
Saldana. She's been going since she started.
Yeah.
Since she started, she's been in some
I
of the
mean,
huge
even in
blockbusters.
Black,
If that is the
even
truth,
in like the Marvel thing, like Scarlett Johansson, she play a role, but she's not a main character.
She's
And,
not.
Okay, so my question: when you're a main character, let's say we're main characters in a movie, right? Do we negotiate how much we get paid before the movie, or they base it off how much the movie
Yeah,
makes?
because you sign
It's
a contract.
before.
There's
Okay, but what
there's gonna be clauses in the contracts also. Like
depending
you
on how
making
much
this
it
much
makes?
for the movie, and then like if there's different tiers, like you gonna get
How-
this amount for
So if we
Yeah,
make
but-
10 million, you gonna get this much.
yeah, you probably get
Like a
100,000.
bonus, basically.
Yeah,
you think about,
Like,
you think about essentially the Avengers movie was based around Zoe Saldana's character. She was like the root of it. I mean, as far as like important characters,
Yeah.
things were connected. There was no, even when I watched it, I'm like, that's weird that all this is surrounded by her. And pretty much like her childhood, this person has come back to find her. The culmination of it is getting something from her. Like, how the fuck did Scarlett Johansson make more money than her in that movie?
maybe because
Not to mention she's a
maybe
part of a
because
whole nother
I
movie.
maybe
was
it's
Like,
like,
because
other
the Guardians
movies.
of the Galaxy
Other
weren't
movies.
included in the first
Yeah, it's,
couple
but
of
that-
events.
but
I'm talking about- we
But
talking
I'm just
about-
saying, like, they weren't included in the first couple. So
Right.
Scarlett Johansson is with the franchise, with the
Right.
Avengers franchise, been there since the
Yeah,
beginning.
she been with the franchise longer, but at the same time, like.
I mean, that's not right. I'm just saying, I think maybe that's might
Yeah,
what
I
been
think
what
That's
like
what I'm
Kristen
saying,
was
we
saying,
already
they,
know
in
what
the
it
role
is.
they both played like a decent role in those movies. But in that movie specifically, the one that came out this year, like Zoe Saldana's role was more important.
weren't
Right.
you even like?
Not
why
even
did you
if-
choose
not
her?
even if-
Johansson
Okay,
died
all
halfway
right.
through.
The one before
Thank
that.
you.
The one before that was also about her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well,
Yeah.
the list is not. We all agreed the list. It looked a little fishy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, that's no pun intended. It looks a little like.
You're wrong.
No, it just looks. It looks. That's strange. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look. It doesn't look different than that. All right, but we're gonna move over to our next topic. Let's talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is reportedly
Don't be happy.
reported
the second
expecting a
time.
baby boy with his former girlfriend Amika Harris. All right. Now a few months back, people started talking about Amika being pregnant because he said something about his baby mama, his BM being fine as fuck on a comment under one of her pictures. But it's confirmed now that she is pregnant, and they said something about her being due in the fall, so she's probably pretty far along. But Chris Brown's about to have a son. I mean, he has his one daughter, Royalty. I think she's like 5 or 6, and so now he's gonna have a little boy on top of that.
Congratulations. He seems like a good dad.
Right.
He doesn't like a good dad.
Yeah, I think like whenever Royalty came around, like he kind of started getting his life on track like it should have been.
That's what
So-
sucks because it doesn't take that much. Like,
Yeah.
be around, you know
And
what I
I'm
mean?
sure
Like,
having two it's gonna make it easy.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
a boy now too. So
And
I
his
was-
music been real good lately.
it's been great.
So,
Agreed.
Yeah.
So.
So that's just really just a notable mention. Yeah, but
And
like,
Royalty helped him, even when all that
Yeah.
stuff went on. She's the
Chris
reason
Brown
all
is
this started
definitely
calming
like
down.
Yeah, she
he's
gr- she
really
grounded him.
stayed out. He stayed out of the headlines as there was one point where it was happening a lot more frequently, or whatever the story was. But it's definitely
And we
chill.
If
don't
you really
like
think
that.
his
Right.
last headline was him and Soulja Boy.
I forgot about that.
I did
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
exactly.
See, but yeah.
And that was more funny than anything.
Right.
All right, let's talk about another artist that's really out there doing big things. Well, anyway, another artist doing big things. Tomorrow is going to be the 2019 Video Music Awards on MTV. And as we all talked about before, we had talked about this about a year ago, maybe even 2, that we really were surprised that Missy Elliott had not gotten the Vanguard Award, but she has gotten the Vanguard Award, and her performance is tomorrow. So I'm like legit trying to figure out how I'm going to watch that now. Just because I really want to see Missy's Video Vanguard Award, because I feel like Timbaland gonna be out there.
Oh yeah, no.
They
everybody's
might
gonna be
bring
out there.
it's
Missy.
gonna
They probably
be
gonna bring
Genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lil
like
Magoo.
Lil
right,
Magoo.
yeah. If they
Adidas
found
Magoo.
Magoo, yeah. I think they gonna Tweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I
Yeah, it's
was
gonna be nice.
listening to Tweet the other day. I hadn't heard it in a while, and I was like, Tweet can sing.
Oh,
her-
yeah, no,
Tweet can sing her ass off.
Yeah.
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 I wish she would have came out a little different, but
Okay, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this. I mean, good Lord, y'all, we almost got some years to it.
Yeah.
But at least a
No,
year
we
ago.
talked
And I
about-
want
and I feel
I
like
want
we
to say
talked
when the
about this
last
multiple times.
Yeah, I want to say when the last one maybe was coming out, we just like, dude, are we gonna let Missy be gone before we realize that she done came back, snapped back, came? And the only reason is not even that you're not even impressed, but you're just like, dang, Missy. I mean, we know whatever you're about to do is finna be off the chain, and every single time
Facts.
you bring yourself back to be really the best at whatever anybody's trying to do. Because she ain't ever let nobody put her in that box.
She
Ever.
hasn't, and she just dropped a project on Friday at midnight, going into Friday morning, called Iconology. It's a 5-song EP, and it's really just everything you would really expect from
And I
Missy.
think she got a video to one
she does for Throw It Back. She's throwback. She's ahead of the curve,
Always.
visually, musically,
Always.
sonically, like everything. Like Missy is really just ahead of the curve, and then I feel like in 15 years everybody gonna catch up to what she just did.
And I love
You
it
know
when
what I'm
they
saying?
do, like, one of my favorite tributes was Charlie Wilson because he can still get up there and
That
do
nigga
it.
killed
Like,
it on
I don't want to
BET
hear,
Awards.
I mean, it's nice for people to come up there and give you tribute, but you know Missy gonna be up there dancing her ass off. She probably been
Yeah,
working
she
on
gonna
these
hit that hoe.
ensembles
Right.
for the whole year.
She
Since they
been
gave her
waiting
the
like,
news.
nigga, when y'all ready, I got a
Right,
fire show.
right,
You
right.
know?
And it's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, when Missy was chilling, she wasn't just chilling. She
Yeah,
still
she
was
keeps
getting
it
right.
working,
She
yeah.
doesn't seem like the
Right.
type of person that even can do that.
Don't
She
get
probably
it
just
twisted.
wakes up and just does something creative every day. Just
And the
for
video for Throwback, it's just that very creative, different.
Listen,
like,
I knew the video was gonna be
abstract.
good.
Yeah,
What
it's
the
just-
clip that I saw, she had a bunch of women dancing around her or whatever, and next thing you know, they wigs just snatched off and they all was bald. I said,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's gonna be a video
Yeah,
right
baby,
there.
they coming with it, baby.
They
They
gonna-
snatching
That's
wigs.
good.
Right.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there, Missy. That's you. That's
So-
you right
That's
there.
entertainment.
And y'all know I
Yeah.
get excited about award shows like during award season, like the summer ones and the ones that happen in the spring and the early spring. But this is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Missy getting this award, so I'm definitely tuning in for that. And Normani performing too. And we just gave
And
a
the
Diamond
show
League last
lineup
week, so.
looks good. Big Sean finna perform, Chris Brown performing. Like, it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good show.
So cool. So we definitely tune into the VMAs tomorrow on Monday, and check out Missy. I guess when you're listening to this on today. All right, next we're going to just talk about real quick. Black Panther 2 has officially released its date for number 2 for the sequel. It's going to be March 6th of 2022. Now, that is a little ways away, but at least we know that that's definitely happening. I think it's in the works
we know it
right
takes
now.
a while.
Yeah.
Well,
Got
it
Ryan
also takes a
Coogler's
while
back,
because
so.
they got all the other movies to put in before it.
Yeah.
Right.
They got a lot of movies.
Yeah.
It all ties in really pretty geniusly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Captain Marvel to
Remember
Black Panther.
they
to,
got the add Blade. Well, not to this, but Blade. They're gonna do a Blade
movie, yeah.
and stuff like that. So they got new characters that they bringing out into the Marvel.
And I think everybody's so
universe
messed
and
up
stuff
over the
like that, so.
Avengers. We like, okay, just please let us know still some hope for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to start. They basically got to start all the way over.
I wonder if they're going to make it a
Most part.
prequel.
But they planted enough seeds.
They already planted season.
See, I haven't seen Endgame yet.
Yeah, Endgame. Yeah.
Okay. No, so I look forward to that. I know we all can go see that Wakanda
And that's the
forever.
good thing about the Marvel movies is all they just need is a villain. So there can always be a new
Right.
adventure.
And the
They
main
need to
thing
stop
is,
killing these folks
like,
off.
the fact that people love Black Panther 1 so much, they gonna keep bringing it back
Yeah.
over and over and
Yeah.
over because it's gonna make money.
And also, shout out to Coming to America 2. I know this don't have nothing to do with that, but I haven't seen pictures of them in costume and stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's gonna
it's
be-
just gonna be good. That's gonna be like 2 movies that we gonna. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. That don't have
Wait,
nothing to
when
do
is
that
Coming
coming
to
out?
America 2?
with it. That's
coming out?
2020.
Okay, that's right. That's next year.
Yeah. So
That's around the corner, really.
That's around
Like
the corner.
2020 in the fall or
I don't know if they put the data. Yeah, the way it seems, I think they're in like early production, but I'm not sure though.
That
I
means
they've
it's
been
gonna come
talking
I
out.
can
about
see
it
it
for a
coming out like around Christmas time.
Oh, yeah, we got Bad Boys to look forward to.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
a big
Yeah.
Oh, I
year.
forgot about Bad
Yeah.
Boys.
I
That's
forgot
gonna
about
be
that too
good.
because they've been keeping that real quiet, but that's been going on for months.
But Will Smith's
So-
still showing little clips.
Yeah.
of him doing
Yeah.
stuff too.
But he try to make you forget too, because then he'll go back to Aladdin.
Vacation or
That
anything.
movie
Yeah,
that Will
because-
Smith got coming out where it's him
Gemini
and then a
Man.
younger
Yeah,
version of him.
yeah.
That
Gemini
shit
Man.
look
That look
crazy.
good.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
Didn't
good.
Bruce Willis have a movie like that?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
No,
Where it was
you
two
talking
of
about
them?
Face Off?
No, not Face Off. It's like he went to the future, or like his future self came to the past and tried to kill him or
it's
something
called
like that.
Looper or something,
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that, yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't. Yeah.
But I
And
don't
it's
think it
in
went to the theaters. I
But
think
this
it was
right
just on
here
Netflix.
ain't nothing but like an action
No,
packed
it was-
Will
it
Smith
was.
blockbuster
Oh,
yeah,
that we
it's gonna
love.
do well. Yeah,
Can't do
and they really made. He looked younger.
No,
Like
the
It's
Fresh
technology
creepy,
that
but he
they
looked
have
younger.
is
It
like-
looked creepy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I just want to know if y'all seen this. Have y'all seen that Denzel movie called Safe House?
Yeah, with
That's a
Ryan
good-ass
Reynolds.
movie, yeah.
It is a good movie.
Nigga.
I just
Okay.
I don't think I seen that.
I
All right,
did.
Good
y'all.
movie. You should watch it.
We're going to close out What's Poppin' today.
It had what's name in it too,
With-
didn't it?
Ryan
You-
Reynolds, like you said.
Ryan Reynolds didn't have Eva Mendes. What's that movie he had with Eva Mendes?
Yo, I watched a terrible ass
Sorry.
movie yesterday. Y'all seen Blade? I mean, not Blade. Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
good.
That movie was terrible.
No,
It's
Spawn wasn't
old.
good.
It's old, bro.
That hoe was still
It was
terrible.
good back in the day, but it's
Yeah.
really not that good.
I
It was
remember
good
it
back in
being
the day.
good, but I watched that. I was like, this shit sucks.
It was
Yeah.
it was good back in the
That hoe was
day.
not good
We've
at
been
all.
spoiled with the advancements they've made in technology,
That hoe
too.
was
Yeah.
terrible.
If you see technology like from then to now,
Bro,
you'll be like,
but I
bro,
feel like
what
that
was
hoe
y'all
came
thinking?
out in like the mid '90s.
Okay,
No,
listen,
that's why.
let's-
What's called? Hold on, I gotta do one more. Cause that never-ending story.
Oh,
when,
yeah.
Ever since they sang that theme song,
The
yeah,
never-ending
they sing that theme song on
story.
Stranger Things this season, and so everybody, I'm like, why is everybody singing this? But I'm like, half of these niggas can't even appreciate never-ending story.
They wasn't
okay?
alive when it came
'Cause- and the
out
graphics
with
so bad,
Sebastian.
but you got to get in there to the root of the story.
Right.
Okay, you got to get past them 80s. It's so
Yeah.
good.
No, the Never End Story was good. That
It
was
was.
lit. That was a
It was a
classic.
good kid movie. That was petite, like like the preteen. Wasn't nothing
Yeah.
inappropriate.
It
It
was
was kind of
Twilight.
magical.
It
It
was-
was Twilight. It was Harry
Twilight.
Potter. It was
Yeah,
all
was
of
that.
them.
All right, last but not least, y'all, we're going to finish today's What's Poppin' segment talking about the debate that's been taking the internet by storm. And
Right. It's
and
coming
that
to your
is-
head.
that is the Chick-fil-A versus Popeye's chicken
Ooh,
sandwich.
so tired of these
challenge. That
niggas.
was a lot of C and CH's. The Chick-fil-A and churches, not churches. Okay, anyway.
Chick-fil-A, Popeyes,
Chicken
Chicken Challenge on the
yeah,
sandwich.
chicken
Chicken
challenge.
Chappazzini.
That's too many, right? But anyway, so I think everybody
After
here.
church, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, after church challenge on Church Street.
Oh, damn.
Damn, all right,
You
that
gotta
was
really just keep it tight.
That
Keep
was
keep
good.
it
Keep
tight.
chopping it down,
Yeah,
right.
Keep chopping it down. Keep teeth tight. You can get to it.
Okay. Anyway, has everybody here had both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and been having it hard
Yeah,
for
we
me,
been-
y'all.
yeah.
I
I've
had
been
that
having-
Popeye
No, I've been
sandwich
having
like
it
well
too.
into the
I
summer,
had it
like
in
early
June.
into
After
the
Crystal
summer.
told me about it, I wouldn't have had it in June. I think both of y'all told me
But
about it.
I wouldn't.
Still
I mean,
leery
when I
of
had
it.
it,
It
I
was
wasn't
juicy.
thinking nothing. I wasn't thinking like, oh, this is better than Chick-fil-A.
You were just thinking it was a good sandwich.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this.
But
they
it was
get- They get
good.
the food. Yeah, it was good. Don't get it twisted.
It was
It was good.
juicy.
It's
Yeah.
good, but it ain't worth like going to Popeyes and standing
And
in the
dying.
line.
Right.
It ain't worth
It
dying
ain't-
for that
yeah.
shit.
Like
I done
if they
seen
sell
bites.
out, okay, cool. You know, like
Right, and the thing is,
Well,
though,
I mean, it ain't worth dying, but I do think that shit is good as fuck.
Worth
though.
fighting
it's,
for.
it's,
no, it's
yeah.
good,
Bro, it's good.
but
It's
Okay.
very good.
That's
that,
it.
It's
that
just
bun,
good.
the way whatever they doing in
Yeah.
that
Okay, I'm gonna go like piece by piece. The bun is better than Chick-fil-A. I'm
it is,
telling you that
it
right
is,
now.
it is. No, it is. It's
The bun is better
fluffy,
than
it's
Chick-fil-A.
robust.
yeah.
first I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what
piece
I'm
by
saying?
piece.
Piece
Yeah.
by piece.
The bun,
You know what I'm saying?
It's
we gonna get
better.
that
Then
at
you go to the
Popeyes.
pickles. The pickles is better than.
See, I don't like the
better.
pickles.
And
You know
the
what I'm
chi-
saying?
I like the pickle.
I
But
don't like
you just don't like
pickles at
chicken.
all.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
so you
that's
good.
okay,
That don't
yeah,
matter. But the
count.
pickles is better.
Right.
They
Okay.
put too much mayonnaise on that hoe. On
On what?
Popeyes.
They
At
do it
Popeyes.
a little bit,
They
but
put
that
too much
could
mayonnaise.
be the one that's by our house though.
Yeah.
See, but
maybe.
that's what I was about to say.
Are
Now,
they not
like
out?
mayonnaise.
if you
I
go,
swing by there
if you
tonight.
go with the
Look.
chicken, if you go with the chicken,
I seen a
the
line during
Popeyes chicken
lunchtime
got more
yesterday.
flavor, but both of the chickens is
No,
is-
the
is-
thing
is
I like
the
about the
same to me.
Popeyes chicken over the Chick-fil-A chicken, it's actually like crunchy.
Yeah.
It is
You
bigger,
know what I'm saying?
too.
It's like
It
a
is
crunchy
bigger.
piece
It's
of
way
chicken.
bigger.
Like I guess the Chick-fil-A chicken fried, but it ain't like it ain't
And
got
it's
like
kind
no
of baked.
skin.
It's kind of shake and bake, too.
I'm a-
Yeah,
I'ma
like
tell-
I don't.
But
But
I'm
it's
gonna tell you
good.
this why.
No, it's
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
good.
But I'm gonna tell you why. To me, if I had to choose which one I'm gonna go to for the rest of my life, I'm gonna choose Chick-fil-A. And the reason
Yeah,
why I'm
'cause Chick-fil-A gonna be there
the
for
reason,
you.
Exactly. The reason why I'm choosing Chick-fil-A is because they consistent. No matter which one you go to, whether it's
Facts.
somewhere
Facts.
overseas to over here, that is gonna be the same. Now, if you
Right.
go to Popeyes, just 15 minutes down the street from your house, and then go to one in Irving, you probably get two different types
Yeah.
of services
No,
and
that's
two
true.
different
Chicken
consistency
sandwiches,
of chicken
right.
sandwiches.
Yeah,
Right.
depending on who
So,
back there
nah,
cooking the
I'm
shit.
good.
Right.
And the thing about Popeyes, y'all so wrong for just the amount of work you feel like you have to do. Y'all got niggas up here work passing out, doing videos talking about don't come to Popeyes. We ain't got shit in here. We ain't got like Popeyes corporate for the come for that ass, okay?
They gonna fix that this
and
week
then
though.
Popeyes, you
No, they
can't
not.
like at this
They gonna
point.
have to.
No, they not.
But at this
Listen,
point,
they was running the women down the street from my house was running out of chicken sandwiches.
Okay, but
and,
that's what the point
fried
is.
Oreos and shit like that.
have fried Oreos at Popeyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they like to switch
You
up
see
that
how
little-
you didn't know? The motherfuckers wasn't advertising it because they didn't want your ass.
They
putting
don't
up
advertise
fried
nothing
Oreos.
because they don't
chicken,
wanna work.
The chicken sandwich been out for the longest.
Yes, that chicken
Like-
sandwich been out for a while,
while.
bro.
But they always got little shrimp basket deals, stuff like that.
Oh,
But they
boy.
don't advertise properly.
Cam,
No,
what
they
you think
don't.
about the chicken
Because they
sandwich
don't want
challenge?
to work.
I don't want to worry about whether or not my sandwich is going to be at the restaurant.
Amen.
Facts.
So
To
you
that.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's not part of my dining experience.
Right, right.
You know
what else-
Getting my mouth ready.
stress,
And then I
right.
can't
Yeah, the
even-
stress.
The other thing that I appreciate more about Chick-fil-A is that like it's more than just chicken and bread. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you cheese, lettuce, tomatoes.
If you wanted one little
yeah,
deluxe
you
too.
know they
deluxe.
don't give you that at Popeyes.
So
Popeyes
okay.
got
Popeyes is
lettuce on
seasoned
it?
a little better though.
So question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cheese
I
a
said
little
that.
better, but
I said
you know-
I said that.
Popeyes don't have
the-
lettuce on it?
The chicken
No.
for chicken,
I ain't been-
pick
I
the
ain't got
Popeyes
one.
chicken.
I don't think so.
But
But I
I like
really-
the full complete setup
No, the
of
Chick-fil-A sandwich
of
is
the
a beast.
Chick-fil-A is
Yeah,
And
better.
this
it's a
summer
problem.
before they were
It's a
advertising,
problem.
I did burn out on them though. Like I got one a few days in a row, and then I was like, okay. that's
Yeah,
fine.
I got a question. So if you had to choose for the rest of your life, and we talking about the sandwich only, not what else they got, because
Okay.
I know you thinking about, oh well, I gotta go Popeyes because they got this and that. No,
Them dry ass biscuits
based
about to
off
kill me,
based
but I
off
like
the
it.
sandwich,
Right.
based off the sandwich, which one you going to for the rest of your life? I'm going Chick-fil-A. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
to you.
choosing
Popeyes with
Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A
too.
service.
Nah,
I
you
know,
can't
I
do
know
that.
this doesn't count, but Popeye's open on Sunday.
Popeyes is open on
Cam,
Sunday.
you can't. You can't. It's based
Popeyes is
off.
open on Sunday.
It's based off the sandwich, Cam.
I know it doesn't count.
What?
Okay, no, hold on though.
I'm still choosing Chick-fil-A.
Okay, but
I'm choosing Chick-fil-A.
okay, but the okay, and honestly, like you said, Cam, the problem is that you don't have no is that if my sandwich not gonna be there. So really, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A is not worried about you because of that reason. Because by now y'all should have been sending about 500 extra patties to every store anyway. I mean, get your shit together. That's just the truth. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Popeyes, if you really want to come for these niggas, you gonna hit them this Sunday, okay? Because that's what you said, Hart. They gonna get worried if you start. If Chick-fil-A
If
gonna be
Chick-fil-A,
worried,
yeah.
but they ain't gonna do it because the Christian ways. Like technically today, Popeyes, y'all niggas should be eating. No pun intended.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Y'all niggas should be eating. Like,
Yeah.
after Sunday
And you know
dinner,
what? And don't fuck around and start letting them toss it in some type of dry Louisiana rub. Nigga,
Yeah.
like they
Shit.
start
Like-
buffalo sauce.
let that
That's
young
gonna-
ass grandmama come on there and talking about this week.
And people-
we put it in a rub.
And people-
Get your young ass out of here and get my
know,
spicy
right.
chicken sandwich.
You know I don't play when it comes to my spices.
Right.
And people,
Like, man.
and
Y'all
people
act
making
such a
it seem
fool
like
on
Chick-fil-A is
Twitter.
worried.
I'm bringing it
People like
spicy.
they made it seem like Chick-fil-A is worried. The only way Chick-fil-A will be worried if they start opening on Sundays. That's
They
it.
not finna do that.
Exactly. They
Chick-fil-A
not.
not worried.
Cause think
Nah,
about
they
it.
don't need to be worried.
Think about it.
Chick-fil-A-
McDonald's got worried, and then what they do? We've been asking for it all along, but when they got worried about us leaving,
but
their ass,
McDonald's
then
McChicken
they
ain't
started making
shit,
breakfast
though. McDonald's
all day.
McChicken, that
Y'all
ain't
remember
shit.
that?
I thought you was about to say they started fixing them damn ice cream machines.
That ain't because they ain't did
Still
that.
ain't did it.
They
All right,
ain't
y'all,
did
we
that,
gotta- we
but
gotta
they
go.
started
No
doing
way.
breakfast. Nah, you ain't chose. Which one you going with
No,
for
I
the rest
wish-
of your life?
No, I really
Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, what you got?
I told you
Whataburger
Popeyes with Chick-fil-A
and
serves.
No, you
Chick-fil-A
can't do
both
that.
serve
That's the
breakfast
hell I
all day.
can't.
All right, don't tell me.
I wish
Indeed.
I wish they did serve breakfast all day.
Thank-
Chick-fil-A and Whataburger. They need to just go ahead and
Okay,
make
we're
the
not
breakfast
talking
all
about
day.
what a burger.
But Chick-fil-A
All right.
need to get their shit together and go and get that spicy nugget. Where's that
They
Chick-fil-A?
do.
Where's that?
They do.
Okay, I
Yeah,
just
I
buffalo
don't know
sauce.
why, but they really
You
do.
can y'all can get some buffalo sauce.
All right, so
No,
And
it
they
ain't the same
that's
spice.
And they
Buffalo
chicken strips
sauce?
very
Yeah.
underrated.
Oh my
The
goodness.
chicken strips at Chick-fil-A.
And they
are
cheaper.
underrated.
They are.
Okay,
Them
okay,
hoes
okay.
are cheaper.
Okay,
No,
I'm
them
going.
you get more
really
chicken
do
pound
hit.
for pound. They got to hear this.
Okay,
you
I-
get more chicken pound for pound. You might as well ask for a bun and some chicken strips if you really want the deal.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
true. That chicken
Them
is good to
sauce.
love.
That was good.
Yeah, you might as well get your chicken strips for your chicken strips from Chick-fil-A and then go get the bun from Popeye.
Nah.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. 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 Anyway, all right, so
Should
we're
we
gonna
tell
move
Cam?
over. That was
Little-
all
little
for
nigga to go,
our
He coming.
that was all for our what's popping, and now we're gonna well in just a moment we'll move over into our next segment.
Which is?
Well, we don't know the next segment now yet. Just
Put a
so
pin
to
in
just
it.
put a pause.
Put a pin in it. We'll just
You know what I'm saying? Just pause it real quick.
Wait, just put a pin. Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in it, and he can just put it together
How you know that?
Who was it?
because it's separated. Now, because we're starting a brand new segment.
Okay, so who's the damn dime with y'all
Jamel
unprepared
Hill.
ass?
Jamel Hill. I
Are
told
you
him.
sure we haven't made her?
Yes, I looked.
Oh, did I miss the cue?
Yeah, it's fine though. So we just know, basically, we just stop right there, and then we just gonna come right back in at down the week. So we just need to punch it in or whatever.
But we don't know the dime of the week.
No, it's Jamel Hill.
It is Jamel Hill?
Yeah.
It's gonna be. This is all gonna be in the show.
No.
Yeah, it's all in the show.
Let's do it. I ain't
All of it.
Let's
Nice.
go.
We don't-
I like it.
We don't stop anymore.
I told you. That's why I'm telling you to keep going.
And for the listeners, somebody was at the door,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
somebody
absolutely-
was at the door.
and I missed the cue.
Okay, so
All right.
damn, y'all getting real
Just play the
today.
beat, Cam. Just play the beat.
Yeah.
I didn't mean y'all
Alright.
was unprepared. Where you at,
All right, let's
Cam?
get to our next
Drop
segment,
that
which is
shit.
our dime of the week segment.
Y'all wasn't prepared.
I didn't mean to.
I like it. I'm trying to tell you to keep going.
I'm gonna come in
He
live
talking
with
about,
Jamel.
we gonna cut it. Hey, DA talking about, we gonna cut it. We gonna
That
cut
was
it.
a possibility.
All right, director.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna do our
really-
dime of the week.
First of all,
Our dime of the week.
we don't
No,
ever cut
actually, we
anyway,
not.
so we really don't even know it's a thing. Go on, brother.
Our dime of the week this week is the very lovely and talented, outspoken and powerful Miss Jamel Hill.
Right, give her that
Yes.
intro she need with a
Yeah.
fuck
There you
it
go.
out.
Yeah, no, Jamel Hill don't never be playing around. She was
No,
like,
she be ready to with the smoke with anybody.
yeah, she
Like-
tweeted this morning. She was like, I'm about to read down this highest paid actresses list, and I wonder how long it'll be before I see a black woman. Like, she ain't never just,
Yeah.
you know, she
Because
always.
it's time to hit it with it. Hit it while it's fresh.
Right.
Yeah, she come at everybody neck. She don't care who it is, and like she willing to risk it all. Really, that's why
Yeah.
I respect her.
She has,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has. So,
Yeah, and she's already been through all that bullshit anyway, which could lead you to either falter or make somebody, you know what I mean? Like make you shake up a little
Right.
bit.
Or
But
even
that
be
nigga did not
blackballed.
stop.
She been through all
Yeah.
and still
Yeah.
on top.
Right. Cause she not even working with a network no more. She's just doing her own thing.
And it just
Like,
couldn't come at a better time, you know what I mean? Where we really just need strong, outspoken people like that.
Right.
Even though you may feel for a moment like you're being, I don't know, chastised for it, I guess is what it
Yeah.
is. You are, able to we're able to have a cushion or an audience that's going to make sure that you're not having to fall off the map because
and
you
I
are a
wanna
needed
say,
voice.
Like right after the whole thing with ESPN, like she did an interview I think with the Breakfast Club. She was saying she's starting her own production company.
Yeah,
like
and what a
I
good
think
push.
she got some stuff like working with LeBron James. Like I think she helped him with the shop and stuff like that.
She
so.
got her podcast on Spotify. It's
Yeah.
Jamel Hill's Unbothered.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
how
I
she
ain't- you
feels.
never
That is
lied.
exactly how
Okay.
she feels. Yeah, no, so she just super dope, and I appreciate that she always just kind of speaks her mind, much like it's not about nobody else right now. So yeah, she always speaks her mind and tells the truth. No, I'm gonna say it just because it's like Angela Rye, like they
Yeah.
just they don't never they not never they
and I
always
want
with
to
the
say, were
smoke.
we talking about them? Did we? I mean, I feel like we brought her up. That's what I was asking. Did we?
No,
I
we
feel
talked
like-
about her before, but we didn't give her a dime though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's long
Yeah.
overdue. Then.
Yeah, and if we did, we're doing it again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Jamel Hill, you are Diamond of the Week. You are beautiful. You are talented, and we appreciate the work that you're out there doing to move the culture forward. So shout out
Right.
to Jamel Hill.
If we did give it to her, maybe it's on the lost tapes.
I'm just happy that she don't like let the
Hoes in
industry
state
box her.
laws, too.
Nah,
You
she
know what I'm
doesn't.
saying?
It was
Because she
so
started off
bad.
as like sports.
No, they weren't.
And she just, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I need to say what I gotta say.
You're right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're going to move over into our next segment. It's our number one favorite game, and that is One's Gotta Go.
One's gotta go.
All right, y'all. This week for One's Gotta Go, we're
Some
going
Price is
to
Right.
bring up some
Price is wrong.
some
bitch.
throwback right, some throwback juices that really used to
Shut up.
really
These
just,
ain't throwback juice, but I got a little
but
bit after. I
they
ain't
used to
free,
carry us-
de-free.
carry us through back in the day, but they still carrying us through now. They got some skin in the game. So, all right, one of these
yeah, I like
juices,
this one.
of these must go. All right.
Honey.
So we have Arizona. You know, they got the cans with the fruit punch. You know, whatever
They
you
always
like.
a dollar.
And
Yeah,
they done stepped up to
always
the
a dollar.
But
Yeah.
they done stepped up to the jug
Yeah,
too.
you
You
can
need
get
a little
you
bit
a
more
gallon.
juice
Yeah,
too.
they
Go
do
get you a
yeah.
gallon.
Now it's normally the raspberry tea and the regular lemon tea.
And that Kroger, I think they 2 for $5 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
not.
Then we got.
You know
then we got
The price is
Snapple.
wrong.
Snapple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
And
mama
then-
used to
Oh
love
my
Third-
goodness, the half and half, the peach tea, the kiwi strawberry, the fruit
Listen,
punch,
the Snapple
apple
apple,
Snapple.
right, the Snapple apple.
The peach tea.
The peach
Listen.
tea, let me tell you something.
Listen.
I'm gonna
very
tell y'all a
slept
story
on.
about the peach
Hey,
tea.
and
then we got
and let me
Mint-
tell you, Snapple will make him.
Oh my
Right.
goodness, won't it? It'll have you drinking 6 packs in one day.
Right.
Like, it's my damn Snapple, nigga. I put it in the damn jug and put this in the bingo, put a straw to it.
That's a fact. All right, and last but not least, we got Minute Maid.
That
all right.
juicy,
So you
juicy,
got-
juicy
listen,
lemonade.
Minute Maid
Lemonade,
got the
Minute Maid.
lemonade. They got the berry punch. They got the
yeah,
fruit
they got
punch.
the
The
tropical
tropical
That's the
punch.
one you take out the freezer.
Cherry limeade. You
You
know.
put it
They
in
got
there.
the strawberry
No,
lemonade.
listen,
That's
Yeah.
a-
that
That's the
jug,
Minute
no,
Maid. You know
not
what I'm
even a
talking
jug,
about?
but the cartons in that freezer
The
when they get a
freezer,
little
yeah,
ice
that's
to
what
them.
I'm talking about. That's
It
how
can be
we
the
used to
peach,
get 'em.
it can be the
Ain't that like
grape aid, it
$1.25?
can be the
Yeah.
fruit punch,
That
it can be
grape
the
aid is
berry.
good.
And then, I mean,
That
that,
berry is slept on a little bit. I feel
Oh,
like.
my
No, the
goodness.
best one is the strawberry lemonade.
ugh.
That mug hit.
But that berry
really
be in that
all
jug.
hit,
That
but that
berry
berry-
hit too.
The berry and the fruit punch be in the jug and the carton. And that
Yeah.
carton and
Yeah.
that jug.
They-
They taste different.
They gonna
so
taste
which one you
different.
prefer?
Let me tell you right now, I heard
I ain't
Hard
gonna
say,
lie,
I heard Hard
prefer
say
the
too.
carton.
You prefer the carton?
Yeah.
I think I prefer the jug.
I don't know.
No, I prefer the carton.
For what?
For
Tell
the
me
Minute
the
Maid.
Minute
Minute
Maid.
Maid.
I prefer. What's it?
Both of
free?
'em.
Yeah, I do prefer both of them, but
I mean, it just depends if you really trying to get through it during the week. You
The
get that
carton-
jug, you gonna
That
feel
carton,
kind
when
of
you live by
'cause the
yourself, you
carton
just
got-
take it and
yeah.
throw it back
That
right
the
to
carton
the
got me
house.
gone a day and a half.
Okay, I take
The
it back.
carton
but
got
are
more
y'all?
flavors.
And y'all? I
Yeah,
mean,
the carton has more flavors.
It's actually 3 because you got the regular Minute Maid you can get. You got the carton, and you got the one you can get out of the freezer. It's
oh
like
yeah,
icy. That's what
that
I'm
you make
talking
the pink
about.
panties
Them.
with.
No, yes.
Hey.
Yeah, did you make them pink panties with?
Yes.
Yeah, in the can.
Yes, and it's in like basically
And
kind of
Minute
like in a
Maid got
biscuit
products.
can, but it's
Minute Maid,
Minute Maid.
Minute Maid got the single size products too.
Yeah.
Minute Maid got the whole thing. Let me tell you, and I heard you.
Minute
I
Maid
heard
got
you
the game
shudder.
sold up,
I
I ain't
heard
gonna
you
lie.
shudder when they said the ones got to go because this is my Lord, take me now. I can go in the street right now because this is sitting y'all for the Maid because I ain't drank water in about 4 days. But let me tell you, every single one of these things because I ain't no big soda drinker, but these juices.
No, I'm a juice.
these
I'm
Snapples?
gonna get some juice.
Yeah, I'm a juice person.
I'm gonna get some
these
juice.
Snapple peach teas. I
Listen.
be like, somebody need to whoop your ass.
Because even in Arizona, like that half and half, it's not too sweet.
No,
but
and
you
then-
really
and-
be drinking
and
that
we
hoe,
really-
and you be like, damn, this hoe gone
And
already.
it's so many we could have put in there because that ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
don't
ocean.
even. No, that Arizona, I call that Arizona snack because that snapper gonna make you pop.
That's-
But when that Arizona hit the back of that throat and you just
Yeah.
can't stop. That's what I'm telling you. That's about the only thing I'll drink from a can. You'll
Yeah.
get that can good, but I mean, you can't really pour that out because the juice look kind of crazy. You
But
got
the
to drink
thing
that
about that-
grape
Oh,
aid
you know
from
what?
the
thing
can.
about
Snapple got, and
Arizona-
Snapple got them cherry juice, the in the can, like the cherry juice too. You know what I'm saying? That cherry punch is good.
Yeah,
That
no.
Arizona is always
That
cold.
grape
it's always
aid, that
$1. That's
mango,
what's
that
so-
fruit
that's
punch.
so lit
That's
about
another
it.
thing too. They don't be playing with the prices. It's
No,
always a
it's
dollar.
on the
That That is
can.
true.
It's on the clean.
Yeah,
It's on the can.
they ain't. Oh my goodness, I forgot about
So
that.
they
That's enough
basically tell them.
No,
They basically tell them,
That's
hey,
enough.
we got
Look,
99 cents on the damn
mouthful
can.
is-
Make sure
Right.
y'all selling it for 99
All
cents.
right, so what we get
because
rid
you
of?
know
Y'all
that
want
stuff should be
1, 2, 3?
$1.29 now.
Right.
I mean,
Easy.
yeah.
They
Oh.
probably put it to
I would still get them because it's
$1.75.
worth that.
But you know, now that you're older, you do be a little
174.
shame. You try to wait till you get a little later, get in there, just gonna give me 3 of these. Nigga. Hurry up. Because that big can, I'm tired of walking in here like I'm buying a Steel Reserve.
Right. Okay, so y'all wanted 1, 2, 3, or y'all want to just go
No.
around
Okay,
and around?
Arizona, Minute Maid, and Snap.
Shit.
This is
telling
hard,
you.
but I know what I'm getting rid of.
This
I
is
think I
Big
know. I
Daddy
know what I'm getting on.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I know what I'm getting rid of,
I
but
know what
this
I'm
is
getting
hard
rid of.
though.
I really don't want to get rid of none of them.
You know what?
I'm
Really,
just
another thing
first.
that makes it difficult, like I'm trying to weigh my options on each one, but with Arizona, it's like the point I keep choosing. You know what I'm saying? You could have just a little change in your ashtray, and you be like,
You gonna
damn,
get
I
one.
can't. But you can
Yeah.
still get you an Arizona.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and then-
saying?
and
You
And
gotta-
they
you gotta
give you
change in
more.
there.
I'll tell you this.
They give
thing.
you more in that dollar
They
can
do
than
give
what
you
you
more.
get for a
And they
dollar
keep them
Snapple.
hoes stocked. I
Oh,
ain't
yeah,
never
I
been
ain't never
nowhere
not
where
been
they
up
didn't
in
have
Arizona,
Arizona.
yeah.
They keep them hoes
And the good
stocked.
thing
Them
too, if
hoes
you got
be nice
if
and
you
cold.
got a refrigerator full of Arizonas, don't nobody really want no drink. You be like, oh
Right.
no, I don't want to get no whole. I don't want to open no whole Arizona. You want to split one? No, I don't want to split one. Okay, well, water then.
All right.
Snapple, they might not take that last Snapple, but there's always that one nigga to take that last Snapple.
Snapple one of them drinks. Like, let's just say you did get a 6-pack. You got to hide 2 of those in your room.
Yeah.
And then leave you
Yeah.
can leave
Snapple, you
4
gotta
in the
hide from
fridge. What you
somebody.
willing to
Yeah.
share?
No.
Yeah.
The
I-
Snapple, and it's almost
Snapple-
like it's the Capri Sun of this category
So that
because it
brings
just
me-
go too quick.
that
Yeah,
Them
it ain't
Snapples
enough. It
go
ain't
too
never
quick.
enough. No
Like
matter
the
how much
ounces,
it is, it
the
ain't never
ounces seem the
enough.
same, but it ain't never enough.
That ain't
Like,
never enough.
That brings me to my decision. I ain't gonna lie. The reason why I got
wait, are we 1, 2, 3?
Oh, are we?
Well, we can and we can go around because this is
Yeah.
some bullshit.
I got
anyway.
my one.
I literally have the pettiest reasons for why I'm there on this shit
I got the
down right
reason
now.
too.
All
Okay.
All right.
One, wait, go.
One.
I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Arizona.
I said Minute Maid.
You
Nigga,
need
are
a Minute Maid?
Are you
Bro,
dumb?
I can't, bro.
Niggas-
I can't
That's
get rid
that
of
real
Minute Maid,
nigga
bro.
coming
Hold
out.
I
on.
can't get rid of Minute Maid,
Let me-
bro.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Gone.
I'm just saying.
Make it make
Gone.
sense.
I thought about.
Make it make sense.
I thought about all the
Right, and you used to
Snapples
always
and
say,
all the
"Help me
Minute Maids
understand."
that I done had. I mean, all the Snapples, flavors. I'm talking about flavors. All the Snapples, all the Arizona teas, and all the Minute Maids. There are 2 Minute Maid flavors that I don't like. There is no Snapple or Arizona flavor I
Which
don't
one
like.
It's a
you don't
couple
like?
Snapples
Which
I
one
don't
you
like,
don't
but
like?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like I want to say first of all, Minute Maid. The grape is nasty. I think
You
it's grape.
crazy in hell. That
Grape
grape
is nasty.
babe.
That grape is hitting like a
Then
motherfucker.
it's
between
another
that
one.
grape
I forgot
Arizona
what
and
it's
that
called,
grape-
but it's like
They got the pomegranate.
it's one of them that just
And you
tastes,
didn't bring him the
it
cherry
tastes watered
limeade on
down.
wax.
Oh yeah, damn.
Bro,
You
I
put
can't
that
get
cherry
rid of
limeade in the
Minute Maid,
freezer
bro.
and
It's
you will
one
slap
of-
everybody's mom in the room.
I
Yeah.
can't get rid of Minute
Now,
Maid.
if y'all
Nah.
told me, I
What's
could
the
see-
second one you don't like?
It's some type. They tried something new and it didn't
You
go
like
good. Yeah,
They had
But
the
I
passion
like
fruit one.
what I'm telling y'all. To be honest,
That's what it is.
I
Pomegranate
had
passion
more.
fruit.
I had the can that was in the freezer that I was talking to. I had them more than I had just the carton and stuff like that. So
See, I
that's
never
another
had the
reason
one
why.
in the freezer.
Minute Maid got the apple juice. They really got like that's what you get on planes. It's
Yeah,
Minute
it
Maid.
really no Minute Maid ain't going to
No,
no
Minute
damn
Maid got it
no
sold
damn
up.
place.
They got it sold up.
That's
Okay.
because of that variety right there.
Yeah.
It is.
What did you
And
get
it-
rid of?
I
I
got
got some
rid of-
Snapples I don't like.
No,
I
that's
got
what
rid
I
of
said.
Arizona.
Yeah.
I did too.
I got
all
rid
of
of
the rest
Arizona,
of it.
and just because like, I can if I had all the options, I'm probably gonna pick a Snapple number 1. But if I don't have to, I
Tell us
drink
the story you told us
Arizona.
about Snapple before college.
Oh, I never drank Snapple before I came to college.
Love his story.
Like I just never had that.
told
hoe.
us. It
changed
And when
your
I
life,
got
didn't
it,
it?
I was like, damn, bro, I was really missing out. Like I regret not drinking.
I regret not
Snapple.
drinking it. That whole first
Like,
18 years, nigga.
I never was like,
Uh,
Yeah,
Never had
Snapple wasn't
Snapple,
going
bro.
nowhere for me because
That
that
shit hit.
was my mama's choice of drink as far as juice, and like I used to get cussed out for like drinking one of
Yeah.
like that, like you said, that last Snapple.
Shit.
It's like if
See,
I
but
drink
us,
that,
that
you
was
get
Minute
cussed
Maid.
out
mouth
for
ready
it.
for it.
that was
Yeah.
Minute Maid. Mom used to get that jug. Listen, and you go through that hole in like a day and a half, she be mad.
Yeah, because you're going to keep doing the mess around
And
and
then-
get caught pouring something with
And
no
then-
ice.
And let me tell you,
Nigga, you
just
better put
me?
some ice in that damn
we got some honorable mentions. We got to mention Juicy Juice and that Nantucket Nectar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you
That
ain't
shit,
lying.
that shit
Is
good
it
as
just
hell.
is it
the
just
ocean
me
sprays.
when you
Yeah,
open
ooh.
when you
Yeah,
open the
ocean
Snapple
spray.
it make
Ocean
you ready
spray.
to drink it because it go.
It got that look.
Yeah, no, that snap. And
Yeah.
the thing, that's almost why I
That's what
eliminated
gets you.
though when I had to narrow it down because they got the jugs too. And if you ain't got that snap, it ain't gonna hit the same.
It ain't the same.
In that
Yeah.
plastic
The same.
jug, Because it's still Snap, even though they made it plastic.
The OG glass bottles though.
Ooh.
Yeah,
them
Got a different
and
child
them was
to
the
it.
one.
You feel it?
Got a
You feel
different
how
child.
cold it
Them
is?
was the one. Yeah, them was the one right there.
And I
Because
feel
I feel like
I
the
feel like
plastic ones don't get as cold.
I feel like I was
Yeah.
really doing something too, because when we was kids, Snapple only came in glass.
Yeah.
So it wasn't no
Nigga, if
like
you was getting that or a Cleveland Canadian bitch, you was grown that day. Okay, baby, I drink out of glass,
Shasta.
and it's got a little sparkle to it. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I got rid of Arizona also. I didn't really want to, but I think I have more options from the other ones because I actually really don't like. Then that's what I don't like from Snapple. The same thing I don't like from Arizona, which I don't really like canned iced tea. So I don't like that. I even like the lemon. I don't like that shit. I like it
See,
making it. So
that's another thing with Arizona. I only like the half and half and the Southern sweet tea. Those are the only
Yeah.
two I'll
I
drink.
mean, shit.
I drink the
Arizona is the only
raspberry, I
reason
drink
why
the
I probably got a
green.
The
one
raspberry's
drink
not
that
bad.
I
I drink the mango fruit punch grape. I mean, the sad thing is I don't ever get my hand on. I'm too ashamed going there. Can we get a human sized can?
Why they
You
just
really
don't sell it in the? Well, they do sell it in the jug, but I only be seeing the half and half.
Yeah,
though.
and they've started selling some of the teas in just like the soda 12-ounce can or whatever, which is like, come on, let's go ahead and. But like I said, like y'all said, Arizona, their signature can is the big can with the 99 cent on. Like you get why that's the signature, but it's just such a juvenile kiddie thing. Going and get you some
Right.
chips with Arizona to it.
right.
But then when
But
you
so
on
I'm
the
saying, I
road trip,
definitely
you don't
don't-
give a damn.
No, when you're on a road trip, you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely in the refrigerator. I'm gonna keep and like even all the Snapple flavors, I really don't like them all. But I mean the section of my life that peach Snapple tea and half takes up, I'd be a
That
fool to
happened-
let it go.
And I ain't seen that half and half in a
The
while.
Snapple wouldn't
You
go
gotta go.
nowhere.
You gotta. They could be having in Kroger all the time. You gotta be sure because let me tell you, I messed around, brought home a diet one day. I started to tear the roof off that motherfucker. Why didn't y'all tell me in line? But
You
I
know this
drank them
wasn't
though. I drank them though. They
Yeah,
wasn't
that,
bad.
that
but-
half and half is. Whew. That's good.
Listen, just taking off the top alone on that.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
Snapple?
Yeah, you already refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't lying. As
Yeah,
soon
now
as you hear that little pop,
He
you
like,
be
I
feeling
know I'm
good.
gonna get
That
there.
door-
I'm already
that
done cooled
door
off.
good.
I don't know how, but I done cooled off in like 5 degrees.
I used to, when my mama used to do it and I didn't have one, I'd just be like,
Bro, and you know what's
Look
crazy?
good.
Every time you have a Snapple, somebody always wants some.
Yeah, they
and you
do.
be wanting to. You don't want to be a host, so you be like, yeah, you can have some, but you be like, bro, I
Whatever,
really
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
drink
get
it
some.
till back
you
that
really
much.
want, because Snapple ain't something you really share. You
You
don't,
don't
Nah,
want
that's
you
what I'm
can't-
saying. You
can't-
gotta save
you
it.
do
You
not
can't have
have
nobody
cereal.
waterfall Snapple. It don't look right. You
No.
don't waterfall,
don't
especially if
want
it's the
nobody
glass.
to-
Yeah, because it's too
Yeah.
bad spout too big,
Yeah.
and that's what I like about it too. Because sometimes at Arizona, I know we gotta let it go. We've been on with some real bullshit today, but and really that even at Arizona, that's why I be catching you because that spout don't let you get to it the way you need to. You either
Yeah.
gonna make a mess, it always starts dribbling, but that Snapple top. That Snapple
Listen.
came to play.
And they
Yeah.
gonna give you a little random
That
fact
came
when
to
you open the
quench.
top.
Yeah,
they got
the
a little
random
random
fact.
fact in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I like to drink it with my. I always say it's good luck if you drink it when you first get in the first gulp. So you got to do
Yeah,
your.
you got to
facts.
look at it.
You
Yeah.
got to do your facts,
And then you got to
quenches
tell
being
whoever you
thirst.
went. Did you know this?
Right.
Yeah.
You got to
Gotta
show it
spread
to
the
them.
word.
Yeah.
So Snapple really coming out on top, but Minute Maid got the juices across the
I
board.
just
Yeah.
may go give me a Snapple.
Yeah, I
man.
feel like I'm in
honey,
the
I
mood
got some
for
at the
one right
house,
now.
honey.
What
I think
did
I
you?
got
Oh,
me
you
a-
got rid of Min Man. Okay.
I think I got me a half of one left. I didn't finish off from this morning.
And I do kind of like putting that little like lid back from the carton on the Minute Maid too. Though,
Oh,
you know
me
what I'm
too,
saying?
that little
Fresh
plastic-
did
yeah,
that little
you got the-
plastic one,
that's when it's
yeah.
real
That's
good.
when it's real good.
Yeah.
And when you alone, don't lie, baby. You show
I
up and drink
throw
with
that
us
to
back.
the
Throw that
head,
shit. I take it to the head.
yeah.
Throw it
Yeah.
back.
Minute Maid hit different when you just got out the shower.
Woo!
That whole
Or in the
hit
middle
so
of the
different.
night.
For me,
Yeah.
Minute Maid hit different
Okay,
in the
y'all.
morning.
We got
In the
okay.
morning.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. All right, y'all. That's enough for one's gotta go. We
Right.
gotta
Niggas started rubbing their nipples.
We got. Spend some time with me.
Give me a snap and go spend some time with me.
Okay.
So easy to please.
With my with myself.
All right.
I need some me time, okay?
We're gonna move over into our last segment of the day, which is black.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
What? All right, y'all. Listen. This week.
Normally we don't do this.
Yeah,
Okay,
but you
it's
know,
got to
we
be a
had to
real
cut it off.
exception.
But we
Okay.
got to sprinkle it in from time to time.
It don't matter. We finna get him on in because hopefully he finna get him on out.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you know, they had the celebrity in chief, Agent Orange, as Hart calls him. Donald Trump was on Bloomberg Politics, and they were asking him about his favorite Bible verse. He was saying that, you know, the Bible was one of his favorite books.
He just likes them all.
Yeah, he likes them all. And then they asked him what his favorite Bible verse was. He said, that's very personal. I don't want to talk about that. I don't think that should be discussed. It's very personal.
But it's somewhere in Corinthians too.
Yeah, and then like I remember, you know, back in the day, he said something in one of his rides where he was like something about if you look in the Bible in 2 Corinthians, not like 2 Corinthians, you know what I mean?
That we know. And let me
So-
tell you, you probably would like it. 'Cause the
Corinthians
Lord
is
is in there,
sequel.
but there's plenty of crooks in there too, okay?
Right.
I wouldn't
Like
doubt if you
movie.
did read it and just not reading it right.
I'm sure
Well,
every
this the
Bible that
thing.
Donald Trump has is still in the box.
This
Yeah.
is
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what
Like,
everybody say when they ain't know the answer to something. They be
Right.
Like it's just too personal. I just don't
Oh,
want to
that's his
discuss.
Why is
favorite
that
thing.
personal? You supposed to spread the gospel. That's what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You talking about it's too personal.
And still
Too
found a way to
personal.
pub his own book.
No,
Baby,
wait,
I was-
You
wait.
probably find somebody. For
Where
why
he
didn't you
fucked
prepare
up?
me?
Where he fucked up? He said that's his favorite book. Now they wouldn't have asked you that question if you wouldn't have said that shit.
Right.
Exactly. Because
Trying
if
to
your
be-
favorite book, you should be able to give us a little quote. What is it
Right.
about?
But I
Yeah,
know,
at
you
least
know what?
one nigga. Jesus wept something.
Right.
Right.
I mean, you should know the
Yeah.
basics, brother.
In the beginning, God
yeah.
created heaven and earth.
Yeah, that's one
And we
you should
still-
know.
There are certain ones, John 3:16. For God so loved the world, like, come on, there's certain ones you can just get to.
Hey,
And we
I
still
was-
would have
Just
and we
give it
still
to
would have got you
Yeah.
for being so
I
basic.
sure
but
would have
still.
told him in the beginning. That's I mean that if
Right.
that's the first.
You don't like none of
Raise up a
those?
child in the way.
Nothing.
Yeah, like there's just certain things you can get to. But Donald Trump
Spare the
couldn't
rod,
get-
sport.
Sport a child, right?
Something, nigga.
Donald
Damn.
Trump and I for
Something,
9
nigga,
two with your petty ass. That should be yours. That should be your shit. That's Old Testament for those
Yeah.
guys confused.
No,
But yeah,
that's what they
like,
asked him too. You're more of an Old Testament guy or New Testament guy? I'm kind of
both.
mixed.
Right.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Did you see? I forget
That's
where
the
they
classic
were.
line
Yeah,
answer.
look at this, a little bit of that.
Were they in Denmark?
I like both of them.
There was like
Both
somewhere
of
where they went
Both.
just recently, and Donald Trump stuck his hand out to shake. I found it on Twitter. I'm gonna send it to y'all. But he stuck his hand out to shake this lady's hand. I think she might have been like the prime minister, ambassador, the president, something. I don't even remember what country they're in. But the point is, he went to go shake her hand, and she literally went right around him and just shook Melania's hand.
Yeah, but
like
then
she
everybody
didn't
trying to
swerve.
She did not. She like, and she went around his hand and went to
Yeah,
Melania.
everybody trying to touch them
And he was just
clammy
staring at her.
hands.
Right? And you know, and Trump got small hands too, small clammy hands.
You know, a lot of people across the world don't fuck with him.
His hand ain't been shook since he got in office. Good Lord, ain't no sports team came to see him. Let a little dry hand.
sports team came
I
to
mean,
see
ain't
him.
nobody shaking that up.
And Donald Trump look like he don't wash his hands after he go shit.
He
Donald
don't.
just feel like
Nah,
he don't
you
wash
know
his
he
hands
don't.
after he don't
He
go
don't.
shit. I
Nah.
bet you them fingernails
Yeah,
is
but at
through.
this point, right?
It's all kind of shit.
I mean, but why? He don't care. He can let him go now.
Donald Trump probably got somebody to wipe him.
And you
I
know
feel
that-
like Donald Trump gets changed.
I mean,
like
yeah.
he's a big old
You know
baby.
he don't wash his hand. You know he grabbing pussy, so it's all types
Right.
of stuff.
Right.
We don't
On
wanna
his
get on
hand.
there. We don't know what's on that thing.
Right.
What done got on that thing?
I'm trying to kick it tonight.
Show ass.
Donald Trump, and I feel like the reason that he's aging so bad is because it's hard to try to keep up. Like, you know, if you're a normal person and unfortunately in some position you didn't sat there and told somebody some kind of lie, and then you got to try to remember that one lie, how stressed out you be. But imagine being this nigga who got to think of like, okay, I've told 76 lies today and it's only
Just
noon.
today.
Like, what do
The
I
thing
do?
is, he just keep lying. Like,
He can't
he
help
don't give
it.
a fuck. That nigga just be
He's
like,
a pathological liar.
yeah, I'm gonna just go out here say it wrong and strong, and you know that's what we gonna do.
And everybody's like, he's not lying, you know? Like,
Or no, but most of us are like, fuck it. Anybody doing this, we just, I guess. Okay, like most people, like I know, most people just don't want to sit there and just not be, just sit there and just get lied at.
I hate the
Right.
way that nigga mouth
I
move.
hate
I hate the
too.
way that nigga mouth move when he talks. You sure do have to.
And what you really want to do?
Ugh.
Okay, no, we've done enough.
It's really gross.
Cue the music,
right,
Ken. We ain't gonna
right,
hear
let's get on
fucked
up out
up,
here.
okay? We just standing on the nigga for 3 whole minutes.
All right, that was Black this week. Donald Trump, get your non-black ass on somewhere. All right, y'all.
And
Thank
start
you
at the top.
Right. Thank you.
Right.
So,
Start
thank
at
you.
Genesis.
Thank you so much for. I want to hear him say. it.
Sega Genesis.
Ricky, did you
In the
send me that
beginning,
video?
it's
He was like,
Sega
in the
Genesis.
beginning.
In the beginning.
A lot. Take me to
Sega Genesis.
pick one of these.
Okay. In the
In Sega
beginning.
Genesis, in Sega Genesis, God created this.
So this nigga said what? Okay.
And what?
Right. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so very much for tuning into the show this week. As always, you can send your letters to IAMW Podcast at gmail.com. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify at IAMW Podcast. Also stream and watch the episode on YouTube at IAMW Podcast. Leave us a rating review if you listen to us on the podcast and app. Also, thank you again for listening. This is D. Hayes.
Krista was here.
Same OG.
And the King of Hearts.
Thank you.
Peace.
Birthday, brother.
Thank you.